OP's boyfriend adopts a wild baby possum, and this is OKOP, where we read the wildest, craziest true stories on Earth. I'm John, and Riley, what's up, dude?
Didn't expect me to be sitting here, did you?
That's right, we done fooled you, but Riley, welcome to the hot seat.
Thank you. This is nice.
So glad to have you here.
Thanks for inviting me.
Bro, of course. What do you think about this possum? If you had a girlfriend, she adopts a wild possum, doesn't tell you, your reaction?
She's probably going to be fixing to eat it.
A-hole or not?
If she's going to eat it, then not the a-hole.
Not the a-hole? But if she's keeping it as a pet.
Oh, that's a little weird.
Possum pet. Is that a-hole?
If it's hurt, then not the a-hole. But if it isn't hurt, a-hole.
I'm picking up a-hole.
A-hole. If it's healthy and you're just using it as a pet, a-hole, dude.
Yeah.
Get rid of that thing. Let it live in the wild.
Get it out of here.
Come
Bring
on.
it back to nature. Oh, but this one comes from Let's Go on an Adventure, who says, help, my boyfriend got a possum and is getting depressed that it's not loving him. Oh no.
The bonding's not working.
What are we?
What?
Is this like, I feel like ferrets?
Ferrets.
I think
Sugar
that's
gliders?
the sugar gliders. I feel
Sugar
like
gliders.
I've heard before it's like a stereotype of like the ferret is the depression animal. Also, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, Sophia's on production today.
Woo!
Yep.
Yeah, the
They're-
producer seat, learning the ropes.
Hell yeah.
Preparing to when I die, she'll take my place.
Exactly.
Wait, I'm just double check my audio. Okay, we're good.
Yes.
Good look
stuff.
at her. Did you see that?
Dude, producing
Killing
over here.
it.
Woo! Sophia, the producer, Donner. But let's get into it. For context, my boyfriend, male 19, that explains a lot of what's going on here, absolutely adores possums and has always wanted one. He told his younger brother that if he caught a baby one for him, he would pay him $500. I'm sorry, but
Whoa.
you're
that's-
paying your brother $500. Just,
Catch a wild possum.
bro,
That's insane.
his younger brother, bro, just give him like $50.
Yeah, $50.
That's like actually $500.
my
to him.
grandpa, my great grandpa said if I killed a oh, this is okay story time.
Uh-oh.
But if I killed a groundhog, he'd pay me $50 because the groundhogs would eat our green beans.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro, they're the ops.
They are the ops, dude.
Dude.
Dude, the amount of plants that they killed over my childhood, insane.
I bet you
Wow.
had 3 more weeks of winter after that.
Came early.
Can't really. Oh my God. Well, that finally happened, catching the possum, and he recently came up here to pick it up. I did my best to help him out by giving him half of my old ferret cage and letting him borrow my cat carrier. But ever since he brought him back down, things have been getting steadily worse. I just have to ask everyone watching, are we surprised? Are we surprised? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Hate me. Hate me if you want. But the wild possum, like, okay, does this thing have rabies shots?
I don't think possums can get rabies.
Really?
I think that's a fact.
I don't even care. Like, dude,
What are the perks of a possum?
I just,
They're gonna play dead?
like, how quickly can they get domesticated? Like, I
This isn't
I
working
just
out.
like,
Any mammal can get rabies, but it's extremely rare for a possum. It's believed that their low body temperature may inhibit the virus and make it difficult for it to survive.
but if there's regular or other diseases, I just don't know. Yeah, look, tell me in the comments if I'm crazy, but if your partner brings back a possum, I'm like, what's good?
they're
What
not
is going
eating
on
it?
here? They're not eating it. That's
wild.
Has a big asterisk on it. As long as they're consuming it, then we're good.
I do have an okay story time about a possum.
Wow, dude, so many okay story times today. He hit the hot seat and came to deliver, ladies and gentlemen. When he first got home, he asked if he should give it a flea bath. There we go. Fleas. Come on. Before putting it in the cage. I said that probably wasn't a good idea because of how stressed the possum might be.
Yeah, dude, that thing's like,
I was in the wild. No, I'm not.
So don't capture him when he's not stressed, not needing a bath in the wild.
yeah.
Okay.
Like, you know how your dog feels bad whenever you're giving a bath? Think of an animal that's never been domesticated by any generations.
that
getting
would
a
be
bath.
crazy. This giant hairless creature is just putting you in a water. Giant thing of water.
The possum was hairless. I was like, have you seen a possum before?
Do you even know what a possum is? Oh my God. He got a bit frustrated, I think, in the process, and then said he would leave the possum alone for a bit to de-stress. Well,
Aw.
Oh, you got bit in the process.
yeah, well, he did get de-stressed. And in trying to help him and suggesting that he give the possum a lot more alone time and take things slow, he snapped, telling me to get off his ass. Oh, the boyfriend is getting pissed
mad.
off here.
Yeah. I'm confused that why do you think you need to give this possum some emotional time? to heal over all these things that you're doing to it.
If you're worried about it, leave it in the wild.
Leave it in the wild. And like the possum doesn't have these emotional intelligence to be like, oh, he's giving me time to like be in my new place, in my new house to find. Like he's scared to death, dude. He's trying to get out of there.
Yeah, I will say he's probably scared either way. There probably is something to be said where it's like a dog. Like, okay, if the dog is like freaking out because we're trying to give it a bath, maybe we give it a beat and then try again and not like push it to the limit, but just keep it in the wild.
Keep it in the wild. I'm wondering when this thing will play dead and he'll be like, oh no, it's dead.
Bro, I would love for that to happen. I'm praying that that'll happen in the story. He apologized later for saying that, but I don't know. This is just really stressing him out and he's getting more upset that it won't love him the way he wants. Then don't have it. It's simple. It's so simple.
Dude, that's wild.
It's so simple. I know how much this means to him, and I'm trying so dang hard to be supportive, but he won't even accept and prepare for the possibility that maybe things just aren't meant to be, and I don't know what to do. I feel like he's just going to get mad at me and accuse me of wanting to get rid of it, or that I don't want him to be happy when I love possums just as much as he does, and I love him tremendously, and I want to see him happy, but I like happy possums, not stressed sad ones. So help, ... question mark. All right, there's an update.
Where are they from? Is this some Florida activity? This sounds like Florida activity.
I don't think it was possums, but it was definitely ferrets. I
always wanted a ferret, but you can't legally have them in California.
Possums? I didn't know that.
Ferrets? Interesting.
I had a friend who had a barn and like cousins kind of living in and out, and one of them, stoner's pet. That's what it is. The ferret is like the classic stoner pet.
Yeah.
So that's like the trope. That's what I was trying to think of. But I guess maybe the stoner and depressed trope or whatever. I don't know.
This is insane. I don't know where your head's at, where you're like, oh, I can take this possum in and take care of it.
Okay, so I think what's happening here is like the boyfriend is like, I am not feeling good. I'm in a depressive state or whatever. I need the thing, the shiny object, the magic pill, so to speak, that will help me get out of my depression. And he's just saying like, he's putting it all on this possum. Like, I think it's almost akin to like, hey, as soon as I get this new job, as soon as I, get this new car, I will like feel better. I'll be happy. I'll be like less depressed. But he's putting it on this wild animal.
Oh, dude. You have so many other critters you can go for.
I mean, like, I'm sorry, a dog.
Yeah.
Like, can we please?
Yeah, dude, go for another critter, like a capybara, like dog.
Capybara.
We got to start with some basic ass animals here, okay? I'm sorry. Even
hamster, durable.
Hamster, snake. Anything that you could go to like a professional breeder or, even a store or a rescue and go get that's legal. Like, listen, you're already, again, maybe I'm reading in between the lines a little bit, but it seems like your girlfriend is saying you're down bad, you're a little depressed, you're a little bit down in the dumps.
Therapy. Whoa.
Like,
that's kind of crazy. Just think of that.
You can't put your happiness on an opossum.
You can't, dude. Just go, like, for real, just go on TikTok and look up happy possums. And that
no, he's going to want it more. This is like some impulsive behavior.
That was a stretch, but it worked.
I'm giving that to you. I just barely got there. It's some impulsive behavior. Like, he's like, I think he literally was like, I'm depressed. I need a possum.
I need a possum.
Little brother, go get one. Oh, I got one. Yes.
Also, in most states, keeping a possum is illegal as a pet.
Yep. Come on. Don't become a criminal to solve your depression, guys.
On,
you wouldn't steal a possum.
But hey, to be fair, other people like use drugs to solve their depression. And look how it turns out for them, dude.
Amazing.
Don't do illegal things to solve your depression.
All right, let's get back into this update. Let's see what's going on here.
Yeah.
Oh, there's definitely more. So first update, image number 1. This was posted later that same day. Hi, I don't know if this will go through, but I need some help regarding a possum. I don't know if you'll remember me, but my name is blank, and I volunteered at your residence in blank about a year ago with my boyfriend. If you have some time, I'd really appreciate your help with an issue related to a baby or juvenile possum.
Okay, so they're reaching out for like some professional help. It sounds
the
like
girlfriend is.
The girlfriend is? Okay.
Yeah, I can give a far more in-depth explanation if you're okay with that. So sorry to bother you. I remember you. Smiley face, thumbs up. What's up? And then it looks like OP sends the story so far. far.
Okay.
And then says, my boyfriend and I have always loved possums, and my boyfriend has always dreamed of having a pet possum. The picture attached explains the current situation. I'm very concerned for the well-being of both my boyfriend and this possum, but he won't listen to me, and I don't know what to do. I know he isn't trained or prepared to try to domesticate a wild animal like this. I wasn't putting it that succinctly, but that is such a good point.
Yeah.
What, you're not trained to domesticate a wild animal.
You're not.
Stop it.
If you were Snow White, I'd maybe be like, okay, but you're not.
Whisper to the animals, but don't eat the apple. I feel awful because I know this will make my boyfriend unhappy, but I'm severely worried something awful could happen. Him being evicted from his apartment, the poor thing passing away because he wasn't aware of how to properly care for it, it being seized and euthanized, etc., etc. I was told to reach out to a rehabilitation organization, and y'all are the first people I thought of. Smart move on OP's part. Any help or advice you have would be greatly appreciated. I was really torn because I was worried that he would break up with me, but I need to prioritize their well-being over my happiness. Please don't contact my boyfriend about this yet. I'm trying to handle this as delicately as possible. I'm sorry for the lengthy message. Riley, you got something?
Okay, the fact that, like, imagine when the landlord figures this out. Be like, just walking in, be like, seeing a possum in a cage. You're getting evicted, dude. Immediately out.
I mean, like, literally, they're like, oh, we're trying to keep, like, raccoons and possums out of the trash. And like, oh, no, it's all good. I'm just raising one. It's like, don't worry. I'm keeping it contained.
It won't get in the trash. It'll be here.
You know what? I guarantee you that domesticating wild possums is not in your lease, bro.
They can't get you for that.
It's not in there. This is another migraine story for me. This is just simply giving me migraines.
Yeah, this is crazy.
So the guy at the rehabilitation clinic responds, also, is this like a rehabilitation for possums? Like,
I think just for any
just
wild
like
animal.
just for any wild animal. That makes sense.
Yeah.
So they respond, wow, that's a hard situation. I could meet up with you guys and try my best to educate him. No judgments, by the way. That's super dope of him.
That's awesome.
Super dope. And offer the help I can if you'd like that kind of soft intervention. Basically, he's on the road to giving that little one something called metabolic bone disease.
You give that off, don't you, John? Metabolic bone disease.
This is why we don't let Riley get in the hot seat, because he'll say this stuff.
Look, I'm about the old OKOP ways.
Dude,
okay,
yeah, he's bringing back
the traditional.
Yeah, some OG
Traditional.
OKOP. Before we were 90% female audience.
Yeah, I'm trying to convert. It's kind of hard.
It's okay. Our boy is sterile boy. We won't let him change. The bone disease is extremely painful and not curable. I can tell you what he's doing isn't legal. No, they're going to kill this poor animal that was just minding its own business in the wild just because you're feeling sad. No,
Dude.
no. Get a legally adoptable dog, cat, snake, tarantula, gerbil,
I don't think turtles are.
bearded lizard.
Bearded lizard.
Turtles are illegal?
in Tennessee. I tried to get a turtle.
Really?
Yeah, I was gonna get a turtle from the side of the road and make it my pet. Yeah, it didn't work out.
Wow. Okay, there's more actually.
Okay.
So they go on to say, but again, I'm less concerned about this aspect and more about his and the possum's well-being, talking about less worried about it being legal. Just let me know if any of that might help.
Calls the cops right after.
Yeah, right. That's him, officer.
That's the guy.
The depressed guy holding the possum. Just
Get him.
crying to his possum's metabolic bones. And then the next one is an image. I'll read it through and see the context. So I couldn't find the business card, but I did some digging and found their website. I reached out and this is how it went. I'm a little cautious of what exactly it means. Is this enough? Am I doing the right thing? Does this sound like an educated and trustworthy rehabilitator? I volunteered for this woman and trust her, but I don't want to be naive if I'm just not educated enough. So I guess this is a comment or update possibly on the validity. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Oh, I guess it's someone's comment on the validity of honestly, I think this rehabilitation dude has been the best and most sane person by far in this whole story
situation.
so far.
Yeah.
Like, please give the possum to this man.
Let it go.
I think like even if he's not like the highest like Yelp rated wild animal rehabilitator on
He's
like
a super
Yelp,
chill dude.
you know what?
He's like, I'm not gonna rat you out.
I'm just going to say, just to solve the situation as fastly and swiftly as possible, let's give this man the possum. That's listen, you guys can, if you want to disagree with me in the comments, or have any thoughts on that, please talk to me in the comments below. Please address your concerns. But that's how I'm feeling. I mean, Riley, Sophia,
No,
do we feel any differently?
Possum, give it up.
No, you got to give up the possum.
You gotta let him have it.
Golly, get him something else, please. All right. And then this second update coming up was posted just an hour after the first one. So this conversation was on Snapchat, and I'm afraid to screenshot it in fear of making things worse. Okay. I believe this is a conversation between the couple,
Gotcha.
OP and the boyfriend.
Okay.
Me, hey baby, I reached out to the possum rehabilitator because I know you've been having some difficulty with Poncho.
He named it? No.
With Poncho the opossum. Dude, now that he named it, it's game over. He's never letting this thing go. And I want to help the both of you be happy and safe. And she said she would be happy to meet up with us and talk to and educate us about possums. I think it'd be a great idea. And I was wondering if you would be down for a meeting up with her when you come back up this weekend. Him. This is all like one word, like texts. Honey. Ugh. No. Stop. Why would you do that? Are you an idiot? It's illegal. God damn it. I know you're just trying to help us stop.
So he knows it's illegal.
He knows what he's doing is wrong.
Yikes.
I don't like this guy.
He sucks.
Literally, OP is trying to do everything that she can to like, she's trying to like, how do I best address, you know, my boyfriend and make sure he's okay and happy? I don't want his unhappiness, of course. But then there's this possum that's going to die of
Poncho.
Poncho.
Thank you. Who's going to die of uncurable bone disease.
No.
What is happening here?
Poncho.
Not Poncho. Let Poncho live. Hey, hashtag free Poncho.
Poncho.
Hashtag free Poncho in the comments.
Free my boy Poncho.
Free my boy Poncho, bro.
He didn't do nothing wrong.
Pancho Villa.
Yeah.
That's a person. Sorry.
Who is that?
Oh, it's like in Mexican lore. Yeah. Well, I
Poncho Villa.
think he's a real person. I had to take a class on Mexican history.
I like it.
Wow.
Little history with
Let's go.
our
He's
possum
kind of
story
like
today.
he's kind of like the Robin Hood of the Mexican
Word.
war.
Does he shoot bow and
Hell
arrows?
yeah.
No.
Then he's not Robin Hood.
Okay.
All right, let's do it. Me, no hun, she said she wouldn't add more stress and isn't worried about the legality of it. Him, I have resources. It depends on the day and when. Me, I think it'd be a really good idea.
Wait, what resources is he talking about? Because if he's going to say like 4chan or like Reddit, sorry guys, subreddits are crazy.
Yeah.
You can attest to that, Reddit users, but
Yeah.
like, where's he getting these resources?
Yeah, what are these reasons? Like, what does that mean? I have resources.
I know a guy.
You're a 19-year-old dude who is using possums to cure your depression. Shut up, okay? I'm done with you. Communicate with me next time before you do something like that. Me, we could schedule it around your schedule. Him, that could have been really dumb. It still could be.
Break up.
Please.
Break up.
Break up.
Break up.
Break up.
Me, I was just trying to help. Him, you know how much trouble you could put me in? Yeah, well, unless you want to pay the fine, I suggest you stop trying to help with Poncho. Me, no, honey, I do know that, and I properly considered all the options, which OP totally did. Him, and when you're coming home with him, I don't want you opening the cage yet. Me, if it wasn't her, I wouldn't have reached out to anyone. Him, not the first visit. I don't want you opening the cage at all. Got it? Me, okay. Him, you need to talk to me before you do crap like that. I was talking to Kat, by the way. She was helping me. You need to understand that you can't talk about it right now. He's too young. Why did you tell her? I hate this guy.
He's
The
too
worst.
young.
Also, they're communicating via Snapchat.
Yeah, this is
I mean,
Snapchat.
This is Gen Z activities
Yeah.
right here.
My brother communicates through Snapchat with his girlfriend.
Okay.
Got it.
Strange to me.
Same.
He's your age.
I don't really want to talk about it right now. I need some time. Answer me now. God, stop. I need some time. You know, I'd never do anything to put you in danger, and I'm not stupid. You need to realize that you're not only putting me at risk of losing Poncho, but also getting me kicked out of my apartment. So I think I have a reason to be mad. Me, no, I know that. I do. You need to talk to me. I wouldn't have talked to anyone other than her before you do things like that. I'm not stupid. I've considered this a lot because so help me God, if I lose Poncho, yeah. But the thing is, she's a licensed rehabilitator who I have really no connection to. I don't know her that well. How do you know that she didn't take an oath? If I lose Poncho and get fined, you're paying for it and we're done. It's as simple as that. Not me. What? Him. And I'm not bluffing. What do you mean what? What do you want me to clarify? I am beyond pissed off. Why wouldn't you think for a second to talk to me? Ask me. He calls me several times and a bit more time passes. Him. Honey, I'm calm. I read the laws. I'm not angry, but I need a hunting license. What?
Where are you gonna hunt, Poncho? Poncho, leave
Dude.
Poncho alone. Leave him alone.
Leave him alone.
What do you need a hunting license for?
Here we go. There's no issue. Section 71005 states that a person who possesses a hunting license may take and possess a fur-bearing animal if neither the fur-bearing animal or any part of the animal is taken for the purpose of sale, barter, exchange. Please call me. I wouldn't leave you ever. I just got scared. I'm sorry. I got angry, really angry. There's a third update.
Oh my gosh. I'm trying not to think of the cringe of this conversation.
Dude.
My question, who's Catherine or Kat or whoever? Second
Right.
question, oath?
What oath? I swear to protect a dying boned possum.
Talking about the oath with her talking to the resource lady. It's like the resource lady didn't take an oath. She could rat me out. Rat me out.
Oh, didn't take an oath to not.
What,
Yeah.
Who says oath in a normal conversation? Okay, I'm going to leave. There's a lot of like words during that don't make a lot of sense to me. But anyways, back onto the Poncho. Dude, he's depressed.
This guy just needs to be dumped and needs to learn the lesson that you can't do this to other people.
Yep.
Or animals.
Or animals. Bro, this poor animal just plucked out of nature. It was truly minding its own business. It was standing on business.
He was just doing his own thing. And then
Bro.
you were kidnapping it.
Just doing opossum activities.
Yeah. Imagine if someone took you in and started doing this. How would you feel?
Imagine you guys were just recording and this big old creature came in and just grabbed you and was like giving you baths. And
And
you're
now
like,
I have bone disease.
Yeah.
I'd be so pissed.
How did he get the bone disease? I'm
No,
like,
Oh my
no, they
gosh.
don't. I don't think it has bone disease. This person was just saying if you're leaving it in this situation, it might get bone disease.
right.
Because it's not getting around and moving.
You're right.
Like it's
just
in a
staying
cage.
Yeah, it's like not moving, not eating what it normally, whatever the things in the wild that provide it what it needs.
Yeah.
Dude, crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Okay.
What's the start update? She
Okay.
breaks up with him.
Okay,
Throwing
please,
it.
please, God,
Money.
please answer my prayers, oh Lord. This was posted the next day. Wow, really getting cold open here, just thrown into it. Diarrhea sounds like a bad sign. I'm worried I decided to act too late. What does this mean for the possum?
Poncho,
So maybe Poncho's
Poncho's
not doing
belly
too good.
upset.
Bro, poor
Dude, imagine being in an apartment with diarrhea, rotting possum.
Rotting.
He's rotting. He's getting bone disease. He's having diarrhea. He's not getting out in the sun. He's rotting.
He's withering
in
away.
a cage. He's withering away.
rotting.
First and foremost, stop bullying Riley, Sophia.
I'm not. Hey.
Yes, you are.
You know how it feels? Wow. I bully her all the time. Now I'm getting it.
Dude, it's the seat.
It's the seat.
The
I
seat
gotta
just like
bully.
something gets inside you.
Yeah.
Don't you feel like a villain over there?
Yeah. I see you in the corner of my eye.
She got that possum in her. I got that wild possum in me. First and foremost, I'd like to start off with the biggest thank you I could give. I've said that before, but it is literally beyond what I can properly put into words. From the bottom of my heart, I'm so grateful to have come across and be supported by so many wise, incredible, wonderful human beings. Girl, you deserve so much better.
You deserve your own life apart from the possum.
She did such a great job trying to like handle this.
Reason?
Like,
You deserve a non-possum boyfriend.
Yeah.
Truly, no more possum boyfriends for you. I never imagined that my post asking for help would bring so much warmth and security and hope, frankly, into my miserable life at the moment. Not trying to complain, of course. I have it better than most folks, but wow, y'all are genuinely so amazing, and I'm so blessed to be receiving such compassion. Thank you so much. I've gotten a lot of notifications throughout the night, and I will most certainly reply to all of them, but I'm a bit mentally drained at the moment. I was actually planning on trying to get some sleep, but I opened my boyfriend's snaps, and among the noise, he said that Poncho's been having diarrhea. That can't be a good sign. Does anyone know what this might mean for the possum and how I can help it in the meantime? Dude, she's still out here trying to, like, she's literally still worried about this possum. Girl, you deserve some you time. You deserve
do.
fill up your own cup.
Go worry about like your next test or
Yeah.
like, what nails you need to paint or like
Literally.
you don't need to worry about a possum.
No, like She's just too good, dude.
She is.
She's too
Yeah.
good.
Awesome
She wants
girlfriend.
to help. I'm so sorry. I know that y'all have already done so much for me and I don't really deserve it. OP.
Dude, you've done so much for the possum, for Poncho.
For everybody else. Literally everyone else.
You deserve this.
I know I should be trying to research this on my own instead of relying on others. Girl, you are
You're good. You're good.
And I am most certainly not trying to come off as though I feel entitled to your time and compassion, but I don't know what to do. God.
Dude, who hurt you?
Yeah, for
The
real.
possum.
Yeah.
No, sorry, the possum boyfriend.
Possum
Possum
boyfriend,
boyfriend.
yes. Yeah. Not Poncho. Poncho would never.
Poncho.
Poncho would never. Any help would be greatly appreciated. I am so sorry for being such a bother. I really appreciate not being alone in the world. It means the world to me. Oh,
Dang.
man. Poor OP.
How's the possum doing?
Dude, how's Poncho doing? Well, we do have a 4th update.
We have a 4th and 5th.
Ooh. Just read over the rules, so I'll add this here. I'm female 19 and I'm wondering if I feel entitled for wanting my boyfriend's male 19's attention after he hurt me so badly. Our 1-year anniversary will be September 9th, and I have known him since my freshman year of high school. I don't know if asking that falls under the no moral judgments rule. I guess that's a rule for sharing a story. If so, I'm more than happy to edit the post. This is going to be messy and probably not make a lot of sense, so my apologies. My mind is in shambles at the moment. You might have taken a look at my post history to understand the full context, but I will try to give as much context as I can so I don't inconvenience whoever read this if anyone is. My boyfriend in a fit of rage threatened to break up with me again. He's done this multiple times. I didn't speak to him for quite a few hours, and when I finally did, I was so disappointed. He called me numerous times, and I know I should be grateful for that concern, no, but when I opened up his Snap messages, he said I was making him sad. Truly too bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Like, that's on you, buddy.
yeah.
Me making him sad that I wasn't communicating and so on. So I did. I poured my heart out. I told him just how heartbreaking it is for my own boyfriend to constantly threaten breaking up with me with ease. And he admitted tonight that he uses it as a tool because it gets me to listen and shows me that he's serious. Girl.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Please.
emotional
Manipulation.
manipulation going on.
Please leave him. I'm hoping that's the 5th update. I'm praying on my knees. Break up with boyfriend, set Poncho free.
No, set Poncho. Well,
Do both.
do both.
Go over
I'm trying
being
to-
like, I'm dumping you, and then pull
I'm
the
taking
cage.
Poncho with me.
all in one stride.
And
we're done.
And you know that TikTok song where it's like, oh, it's like kind of like it's like setting free, like galloping in the.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I wish I could.
Went on TikTok once within the last 6 months.
It's almost like it sounds like it's from the it's not from the Lion King soundtrack, but it has like similar vibes. It sounds like an
You know what?
set free. Yo, dog.
Just play that in the background.
Ah.
Yeah, that's kind of close
Yeah,
to it.
just do something with that. Oh,
Wait,
no.
are you
I
doing
know what you're talking
Titanic?
about.
I think I'm getting it mixed up with another song,
I know what
but
you're
that
talking
song works too. That one kind of works too. I think it's a different song. I can't remember.
Yeah, okay.
But hopefully you guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Insert song that sounds like Animal Freedom. He knows this hurts me. He knows the things he's been saying over the past couple of months have hurt me. He says he's sorry, that he loves me more than life. No, that he doesn't want to hurt me. No. I told him that I needed to click that I am not expendable. Talk that talk. That I am not a toy. I am not a punching bag. That I am a human being who is fragile and just wants his love. Reach. OP, talk that talk, sis.
OP is not a poncho bag.
Dude, not a poncho bag. He said that he's sorry and then started talking about his possum.
Oh, God.
Dump him.
Dude, I'm thinking of like 3 guys right now who would do this that are like in this like dark, depressive state. And only a possum can fix this.
And you're like, he's doing this to himself because like by him being a like manipulative asshole to her, she's not going to want to support him. Like this doesn't help you, bro. It doesn't help you.
Stop playing
Golly.
these mind games, bro. Let your possum free.
Hashtag free Poncho. I was honest and told him how that made me feel like he wasn't taking me seriously. Yes. While also acknowledging that he was likely attempting to lighten the mood and that I appreciated that effort. I asked if we could watch a movie together. and he asked if he could finish his first. I know it's selfish of me to make such a big deal out of such a small thing. Absolutely not. No, but it hurts so much. I wish he'd just drop everything and comfort me. I know that I'm not entitled to his time and attention and that it is a privilege. God, my heart. But I feel so unimportant, so expendable, and like I don't matter at all. I know a lot of you are still likely going to criticize me about why I'm still with him, why I haven't left. I know I'm probably really stupid and naive, but I love him. I love him so much, and I don't love myself. I don't even know if I genuinely deserve any of what I've said that I need. You do. Oh my God. I don't know. I'm just so sad and tired. I feel broken. I've been burned by him so many times in less than a year. I've been by his side through so many hard times. Just really quick, and there's more to the story, but like, I know like she's 19. She met him like when you met someone like freshman year, you're like, I've known them for so long.
First love.
And like first love, but like there's truly so much. And I know it's like, it's just hard to like register. Like
There's a lot of people in the world.
Also 19, but like there's just so much world out there, and he's a piece of shit.
You'd be surprised of how many guys don't have possums in their apartments.
Dude, most of them. They're not crying, getting an opossum, and then, oh God, I can't even.
And then manipulating you.
I have to stop. I have to stop myself.
I have been hearing a lot of possum noises from your room, Riley, actually. No, I'm kidding.
Dude, Sophia is embracing the producer seat today. Sophia is morphing
Possum.
into Riley right now.
Yeah, you know what? I do have a lot of possum noises come from my room because I'm always playing dead, aka sleeping.
No, that wasn't like an innuendo. It was just a joke about Riley having a possum. Sorry.
I was not catching
Sorry.
that.
Yeah, no, it wasn't good.
What's the joke of Riley having a possum?
No, there isn't. I'm sorry. It was a bad joke. It was true. I was just because you said not a lot of guys have possums, and so I was like,
And you're saying I would have one, yeah.
I'm sorry.
Out
that
of the
was
whole
bad.
house, I probably would have a possum.
Yeah, no,
Honestly,
yeah.
Sophia
That's my
being
beef.
in the producer seat is so entertaining. I cannot explain.
I think it's making me less funny.
Don't you feel like an unhinged amount of chaos
Yeah,
building
like
within
I'm
you?
trying to make jokes and they're not.
They're hard to land.
Yeah, they're hard to land because I can't
But
see
it's
your face.
actually hilarious
They're a
though.
little off color. It's like, what the fuck?
It's actually,
What does that even mean?
But we roll with it. We're like, okay.
Yeah.
guys, put if you're here for Sophia in the producer seat because I know I am. Testify.
Riley's got a
Free Riley.
Yeah, free Riley. There we go. He says, I've forgiven him for so many lies. I have tried so hard to mold myself into the perfect person for him. I lost my most precious friends because I felt like they were hurting him. And I don't blame him for that. I never have, and I never will. I don't think he's a monster or evil or anything like that. I do. I guess my question is, am I being entitled for wishing he would drop everything and comfort me right now? No.
No.
Like,
No.
yes, of course, there's certain situations like someone can't always drop what they're doing, whatever. But like he was finishing his own movie, waiting to finish his own movie to come to you when you have done the world.
Yeah.
The world for him. Bro, pause your damn movie.
Yeah,
dude.
come on.
Get your movies out of here. Go
Come
comfort
on.
your lady.
Yeah. Get rid of your possum.
Honestly, at this point, I just feel like sinking to the bottom of this bath and just chilling here. But I know this possum needs help. I know I'd hurt his family and potentially him.
Wait, no, it says I know I'd hurt my family.
Oh, I'm sorry. I know I
Sorry.
hurt my family.
Choosing the possum over them.
Man, we have a fifth update, but
Possum rescue.
Possum Rescue. That's a movie.
Mission Impossible. That one landed. That one was perfect.
I'll give
That
that
was
one to you.
a backflip into a perfect landing.
That was a
Yeah,
perfect landing
that
right
was-
there.
that was good. That was
was
good.
11 out of 10. I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. Y'all, do we just get into this fifth update here?
Let's ride.
Let's ride. Let's
I
ride.
think this is a perfect movie for 8 p.m.
8
I mean,
p.m.
no, sorry, perfect story.
for 8 p.m.
It's just crazy.
But the YouTube channel?
No, never
No, this
mind.
story
Yeah, this
has
story.
a vibe of 8 p.m.
Yeah,
What's
and
8
we have a
p.m.?
vibe of
Right
8
now.
PM. 8 p.m.
It's 8 p.m. right now.
I think we're all
Oh, 8 p.m. I thought you said 8 p.m. I'm like, is that a movie studio? I thought we were like,
Wait, am I picking up what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
oh my God.
Yeah,
This
we're
is a
pretty
perfect
loopy.
8
I'm a little
p.m.
loopy.
8 p.m.
So-
story.
Why don't we go for 11 hours straight? This is what happens.
Yeah,
to
Wow.
oh, dude, that's gonna be great.
Yeah.
All right, so a fifth update posted a few hours after the fourth. I'm sorry, I will get this possum to safety. We're gonna do it. Mission Impossible.
Yes.
This is amazing. I'm so sorry. You have all been very compassionate and kind and given me a lot of leeway. I know what I need to do and I'm trying to do it. I'll be better. You don't need to be better, OP. I will do it. I'm looking into the rehabilitators in the city he lives in to make the process faster as he lives 3 hours away from me. OP, you do not have to do this. Like,
You're on the extra mile.
Just call the cops.
Yeah.
Call the cops.
Actually,
Call the cops.
Yeah.
no, put this boy in jail.
Break up with him, call the cop.
I am so in favor of that. I'm not trying to be selfish and prioritize my relationship anymore, and I won't make any more updates besides letting you all know that it has been done. I apologize for being selfish. You are not being selfish in the slightest. I'm not looking to gain sympathy. I just want to apologize as I feel awful. Don't be. I will get this possum to safety. It doesn't deserve this. All right, Riley, we have a 6th update.
Okay.
What's your guess?
All right. Better.
Here we go. Yeah, I'm sorry. The producer gets the the tiny,
award
sad,
one.
forsaken.
Oh, I have one?
Yeah,
it's
you
right
were
there.
kicking
That's
it
right
earlier.
there. The forsaken tinfoil hat. Riley,
Yeah.
give me the synopsis of what you predict is going to go down.
She's going to get fed up with this guy.
Yep.
Either one, go on a mission impossible and rescue it herself.
Yep.
Or like call someone and get the possum out of there.
Yeah.
I hope, as like dope as it is to go and like free the possum, I do want her to just call the cops on him
Yeah.
and him get arrested. That would be so awesome.
Kicked out of his apartment.
I would be so happy. This man infuriates me.
He does.
Horrible.
He is 19.
Yeah.
Dude.
It shows.
God. All right, let's get back to reality.
Yikes.
And see what happens in this update. First sentence, Poncho is back in the wild and very happy.
no freaking way. What?
For anyone who's invested, aka all of us right now, or worried about the situation, I'm happy to say that Poncho is back in the wild. I invited my boyfriend and the rehabber I contacted over to the apartment for a checkup today. And although it took a lot of convincing, he ended up willingly making the right decision for Poncho, I'm assuming the boyfriend, and allowing him to be released.
Gosh.
Thank you, God.
Using his head.
And not his other head.
Wait.
What does that mean?
What does that mean?
I don't know.
We have an animal
I
involved
don't
with
know.
this story,
Riley,
John.
this is a late night episode. We don't know what we
say
mean.
things and we don't know what
We
they
say
mean.
things and they don't make any sense. That's what this is.
I think the problem was that did make sense in a bad way.
in a bad way.
You know, I didn't even make that connection when I said it.
Because
But
he's more obsessed over the possum right now than the girlfriend.
that's true. That's true. But I feel like he'd be like, baby, I need you right now. Like, I need you for my happiness because I'm depressed and I have
no,
my...
dude, he turned to the possum
I
for
don't have
that.
Turns
my
the
possum
possum.
anymore. I don't have my possum anymore, so I need to just... I just need
Keep
you.
reading stuff.
Keep it all in, editor. We took him to a park recommended by the rehabber, took a short little hike into a deeper part of the forest, and we released him. And almost immediately, he was scampering up a log and off into the foliage. Smiley face.
Poncho's freed.
Oh no. I am very proud of him, as I know this was a very, very, very difficult thing to do. I'm not proud of him at
I'm
all.
not proud of
He
him.
should have done this 3 weeks ago.
Dude, he should have never done it.
Yeah, in the first place.
Even if it was certain that it was the right thing to do from the start. I'd just like to thank everyone who's given advice or showed me so much kindness. I'm really happy that the possum is now going to be happy and thriving and that I'm not wasting anyone's time any longer. Listen, you are not wasting.
You're not wasting any.
We
You're
are
entertaining us.
We are being graced by your story.
Yeah.
And I know everyone who is able to help in real time felt the same way. I really appreciate all of the messages I've received, and I promise that I'll read and respond to as many as I can. As far as the relationship goes, there's still something I'm trying to figure out.
Leave him. Leave him.
Please. I'm not sure where I'm at right now, honestly, because I haven't been entirely honest. I am a huge loser, and in all honesty, but I don't have to get into that right now. You're the exact opposite of a loser.
Yeah,
You
you're
are
right.
a
I think the real problem here is self-esteem.
self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem.
Yes, 100%.
He's using that against her, perhaps.
Yeah.
100%. He probably recognized it and he's like using it to fucking manipulate her.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, yeah, the whole time he's like, I'm going to break up with you because he knows that's how he can like have have control over her.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's a good point. Dude, yikes.
Right now, I'm just very relieved and happy that everything went smoothly and that Poncho is a happy, free possum now. Thank you again to everyone. It was really different having people care about me and my situation without knowing or seeing me. It's literally exactly what you deserve, OP. I'm not really used to people caring about me because of the things I say and not because of ulterior motives. It sounds like you have some very awful people around you. The boyfriend, he's the worst. He's terrible. He's terrible. It gives me a lot of hope that I can meet people just like that too in person. Keep that hope alive. So I just want to say thank you. Didn't really know what to sort this under, so I went with the same as my original post, though I know this isn't really asking for help or anything. If that's not correct, please let me know and I'll be sure to change it ASAP. And slightly unfortunately, that is the end of the story because we don't have that she didn't leave the relationship, and that's what I wanted.
Yikes.
Yeah.
So honestly, I high key would have rather have the boyfriend kept Poncho and the relationship be over.
Yeah.
And then you call the cops on him.
Yeah.
That would have been my favorite. That she's like,
Yeah.
I'm calling the
I
cops
wish.
on
But-
you.
Poncho's safe. She's figuring it out with time.
Mhm.
She'll probably figure it out.
Yes.
But Poncho's good.
Poncho's
We
good.
freed Poncho.
We
1 for
freed
2.
Poncho.
Yeah.
Wow.
Great story.
Yeah, I'm like that did feel like Mission Impossible because I am.
I'm just imagining
I'm floored.
the possum and OP with like little like robber masks on.
Yeah, kind of like Rufus the naked mole rat from Kim Impossible, but
Yes.
instead of
Yes.
the naked
The naked
mole
roll
rat,
mat.
it's Sophia. Bro, you are on one tonight, Sophia.
Yo.
I love it though.
You remind me of Ron. Like Baby John reminds me. You remind me of
Yeah.
Ron. Baby John reminds me
Baby
of Ron.
John.
Holy
Yeah.
cow.
Sorry, I just had to call it out.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it. He is a little bit of a klutz, but I'll take it.
Dude, the only
Y'all are
time
coming for me tonight.
I love Ron.
Ron's awesome.
Ron's dope.
He gets Kim. Come on.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Ron?
That's
Except for me.
true.
I actually hate Ron. 'cause
Naima
he's
is your
with
Kim. You hate Kim?
No, I hate Ron because he's with Kim.
Because you want to be with Kim.
Yeah.
Yeah. In an animation world cartoon.
Anywho.
The only story I've heard of someone catching a possum is my great grandfather.
Did he eat
God, I
it?
forgot about your okay story.
Grandpa Charles. He would catch possums and put them in a bin, and he would feed them like clean corn. And then over time, once they get good and fat, he'd kill it and then eat it.
Oh.
Nice.
This is in the mountains of North
Yeah,
Carolina.
I know that.
What else do
Using it for
we do?
sustenance.
I got a lot of possum stories.
Yeah.
Do they all end with the possum being eaten?
No,
Oh.
we're not cannibal or possum eaters.
Riley is a possum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I walked through the woods once at night and it was a possum. It scared me. It happened to my brother too. I think it was the same possum because it happened like within 3 months.
Damn.
My brothers caught a possum and then they caught a cat. My grandpa killed a possum with a hammer.
Yeah.
It's pretty graphic because it got in his carport because it was eating the dog food. It was this Christmas. I had to like help him kill it. It was really graphic.
How old are you?
23. Like
This Christmas.
this Christmas. They were like, you
That's
need to go
so
to
funny.
George's because there was a possum in his carport and you need to help him get it out. I said,
Oh my
okay.
God.
So graphic.
Wow.
I couldn't really sleep well the next night. But yeah, possums are very common for where I'm from.
I remember very quick okay story time for me. I was like about to throw out the trash and I like opened it up. I'm like swinging, you know when you're like swinging and like literally mid swing, I see 2 possums just like standing on the trash looking directly at me. And I just like I don't even know if I eventually threw it on top of them. I think because I'm literally like, and my little 9-year-old body, I could barely. So I went, boom, closed the lid, and I ran and screamed my head off. And just ran inside. And ever since then, even to this day, like taking out trash specifically at my parents' house, I'm always like,
They're coming for you.
You were scarred.
Those possums don't forget.
dude, they really don't.
This is the generational trauma story that they passed
And
on.
you know what, dude? That was freaking Poncho's grandpappy, and I just mollywopped him. And then Poncho is just out here trying to live his life, and then gets metabolic bone disease, and
Gets kidnapped.
but then gets freed. So then it's cool in the end. But
yeah.
Oh.
What a story.
wow, I am just
What
rocked
a
right
story.
now.
I'm rocked.
I'm just rocked.
You want me to rock your world
Do it.
with this next story?
My selfish brother always starts a fight, so I decided to go no contact with him.
Cut him off.
I, 35-year female, am near the finish line of a difficult and high-risk pregnancy. While my fiance and I were surprised I got pregnant due to my pre-existing medical conditions, we were nonetheless very excited. Congrats. By the way, this comes from Pink Lululemons on the OK Storytime subreddit. So, we learned early on that we were expecting twins. I was referred to a high-risk OB due to multiple gestation, my age, and early near miscarriage symptoms. Unfortunately, at my follow-up 12-week appointment, we learned one of the babies didn't make it. After months of anxiety, genetic testing, being sent to an even higher risk specialty university, OBGYN, we finally got it clear that it seems everything's okay with our baby, but I need to take it easy. I shared these experiences and fears with my family all along the way, so they know it's been a difficult journey so far. My brother Mark, 25-year male, has had a long history of always starting fights with me and my other brother over almost anything. If we don't acknowledge his point of view as the correct one, he berates us until we give in and agree. Fast forward to this week, my dog has been staying with my parents since the beginning of my pregnancy because I found out I'm allergic to him since I stopped taking all my daily medications except prenatal supplements. I was breaking out in rashes. The allergy medication I need to take that works against my pet allergies is not approved by my doctor. No.
Oh, so I see. She was already taking the anti-allergy medicine, probably for other reasons.
Yeah.
And then realized, I'm also allergic to my dog.
That really sucks.
Stinks.
My parents agreed to house my dog until after the pregnancy and 2 to 3 months after the baby is born. My dog is not fixed, and I told my dad I can get him fixed before moving in with him because they have an unfixed female dog. My dad adamantly refused because he said he always wanted to try being a doggy grandparent at least once before fixing his dog. He's like,
cool.
No, you can't fix your dog because I want puppies.
Yeah, he's like, I'm trying to make
babies.
Dog babies.
He's like, you're pregnant. I want more babies.
He's like, I'm the matchmaker.
Well, my dad's dog was expecting, but she needed to have an emergency C-section and the puppies didn't make it.
No.
This is so sad. I was visiting my parents when this happened. My dad wasn't back yet from the vet and I received a call from my brother Mark. He tells me that my dad called him to tell him the bad news and that he, not my dad, feels like it would be better if I take my dog home as my dad's dog will be recovering from her surgery. I found this odd because my parents have a large house, large yard, and kennels for the dogs to keep them separate. I asked him if this was my dad's request. He said no, but that he feels it would be better if I took him home for my dad's dog's sake.
You want the dog that OP's allergic to while she's pregnant to be back in OP's?
It's weird that it seems like they're prioritizing the dog's pregnancy over OP's.
Even though it does suck, and I feel for the dog.
Of course.
Maybe prioritize the... Maybe human baby pregnancy priority.
Yeah, maybe that's just me. So this is coming from the brother.
Okay.
For reference, my brother lives with my parents rent-free and only has to pay for his car and phone bill. He has a part-time job and helps around the house minimally, according to my parents.
Oh, are you kidding me? This is because he doesn't want to have to take care of the dog.
Like the dogs, there's too much dogs in the house.
Yeah,
you gotta get rid of one.
Can you please take your dog back? I don't care that you're pregnant. I don't want to deal with it.
They're making me walk him. He has a part-time job and helps around the house minimally, according to my parents. I was feeling conflicted because I felt really sad for my dad and his dog, but also now I can't take my dog home while 38 weeks pregnant, and my fiance is also focused on helping me out and the baby postpartum. I'm scheduled for a C-section next week and feel like I'll be recovering from that as well. I asked my mom about it, relayed my brother's concerns to her, and asked her if she thinks I should take my dog home. She said absolutely not.
Yeah.
Because she's sane.
Because she's
understands
that you're pregnant.
And that's a little bit more important than your dog's pregnancy.
You don't need to take care of the dog right now.
She said absolutely not, that they have plenty of room to keep the dog separated and I should not risk my health or baby's health by risking having allergies to my dog or taking on extra care for him so near my delivery date. My dad arrived home and hearing his sadness was utterly heartbreaking. He came home holding his dog and was very teary, and I just hugged him while he vented. His dog was alive and recovering. She was just a little sedated and got fixed so she can't get pregnant again. It was her puppies that didn't survive, 3 total. I received a text from my brother a few minutes later and he stated that he would feel better if my dog wasn't around.
Who cares what you think, dude?
You
You're not
live
pregnant.
rent-free.
You live there for free.
You have no one living rent free in your body, and you're living rent free in your parents' house.
Yeah.
So you don't have a say.
I'm gonna hit you with the John. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Exactly. He had a feeling my dad didn't know how to handle the possibility of something bad happening to the puppies, and he didn't want my dad's dog to go through a difficult surgery recovery. I go outside and call my brother and tell him I talked about taking my dog home with my mom, and she said it was not necessary for me to take my dog. They would just keep them in separate kennels, and that I can't take him anyways because I'm allergic to him, and I'm 38 weeks pregnant and not sure I can care for him right now anyways. He just reiterated that he feels like right now my dad's dog needs space, and it's not okay for my dog to be there. Why don't you shut up?
I want to throw this guy into the sun.
Into the sun?
He's like, I really think the dog and
dog's
not my
emotionally
pregnant
unavailable.
sister.
Yeah,
like,
deserves a little bit more care for the dog. You know, the dog's going through a really hard time right now. Just feeling a little sad.
I'm just feeling a lot of empathy for this dog because
I'm kind of an empath.
Because I hate my sister.
I hate my sister and I love this dog. So I was honestly pissed off at this point and told him that again. I'm 38 weeks pregnant and I don't want to do anything extra to risk my health, and that it feels like he cares more about a dog's health than his own sister. As soon as those words left my mouth, he started cussing. He told me, F you! How dare I say that about him? I retaliated and also yelled at him on the phone, F you! You are an entitled brat and a complete and utterly selfish idiot.
Yeah.
And hung up on him.
I mean, you don't want to be like
having to yell at people who are screaming at you.
But he literally just proved that you're right. Like, he's clearly prioritizing
Literally doesn't care.
You over the dog over you.
Mm-hmm. I started crying in the backyard and started having very strong Braxton Hicks contractions. Oh, my parents asked me what happened. I told them about my brother's text and our phone conversation and us cussing each other out. My dad said my brother acted out of line and that my dog is staying. You know what they should do? Keep the dog. Get rid of the brother.
Yeah, get rid of the brother. Send the brother to get fixed because this guy shouldn't be reproducing.
Nope. My dad starts crying, stating he hates seeing his children fight. I felt horrible about making my dad cry. I apologized to my dad for fighting. But you know what would make me cry? If you didn't join us live every weekday at 3 p.m. PST on YouTube, you just have to tap our profile.
Just tap it. Don't make her cry.
Don't
just
make me
tap
cry.
our profile.
Don't make me cry.
Please.
Well, what's your advice for OP?
I mean, I think that you've basically, you need to be taking it easy anyway.
Yeah.
And your brother is definitely not mature enough to even have the conversation with you about it.
Yeah. I honestly think at least until after you give birth, maybe we just put him on Do Not Disturb.
Yeah.
Or block him. Just don't let him talk to you. Yeah.
Block the brother. Don't let him get involved and give you these I don't know what those contractions are, but they don't sound good.
Painful. Yeah.
Painful Braxton Hicks contractions, all because your brother is too selfish to even take care of a dog that he probably wouldn't have to take care of.
He's probably not even doing anything.
The parents will take care of the dog.
Yeah.
Just like they take care of him. Cut him off because he's affecting
just too much stress.
your uterine area. He should not be influencing that.
Nope. It's been a few days since the fight, and my brother still hasn't apologized to me or my parents. My other brother and parents are telling me that I just need to ignore him for now, and that he'll never change, so just focus on my baby, and that eventually he'll start talking to me again. My parents said that whenever they disagree with him or question him on anything, he throws these fits and eventually talks to them again. There are numerous examples over the years of Mark just not caring about anyone other than himself, and I'm seriously considering going no contact with him for a while. I think you should.
You 100% should, because he's prioritizing a dog over you.
Mm-hmm. My family said I'd be going overboard if I do cut him off, and that he's family and we should always stick together. Am I the a-hole for going low to no contact with my brother over this? No, you're not the a-hole. I think you should.
Yeah.
And also the fact that your parents and your other brother don't seem to be taking this as seriously as they should.
They really are kind of treating this
ridiculous.
like, especially with your brother being
They're like, oh, it's just a tiff.
They're like, yeah, don't worry. If you just just
blow
ignore
over.
him. He kind of comes around like he's a
he'll
cat.
mellow out. Yeah.
Like,
It's like when we introduce Ava to people. I'm just ignore her. She's gonna bark at you.
She's gonna bark, but
But then
she's
warm
a
up.
sweetie. We
She's so
promise. Just
sweetie.
give her some time
Yeah.
until you're not pregnant, and then he'll relax.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like why is he still living with? Why are you condoning his actions? The fact that they let him live rent free while he's behaving like this is he's not a child. But that is the end of that story. We'll see you next time.
I refused to attend my sister's wedding. She used my baby name for her dog. That's not for the dog. That's for the child.
For a human.
What are we doing? I, 29 female, am married to my husband, 31 male, and we're currently expecting our first child after years of trying. Well, congratulations. It's been a really emotional journey. There were some fertility struggles. We lost a pregnancy, and honestly, we weren't sure if we'd ever get here, but now I'm 6 months along with a healthy baby girl, and we are over the moon.
Let's go.
By the way, this comes from user Fira Ferracti. Yes. User Ferracti on the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, ever since I was a teenager, I've had a favorite name, Lila.
Cute.
It's my dream name for a daughter, and I've talked about it so many times that my whole family knows it's my name, quote unquote. It has a special meaning to me. My late grandmother was named Delilah, and it's my way of honoring her. My husband loves the name too, so we've decided pretty early on that this would be our baby girl's name. 6 months ago, my younger sister Emma, 27 female, got a golden retriever puppy. We were all excited for her. She's always been an animal lover and was thrilled to finally get her own dog. But when she introduced us to the puppy, she casually said, "This is Lila."
Girl, bye.
And everyone said, "Hold on, wait a minute, back up. That doesn't look like a human baby. That looks like a dog.
It's furry.
What are we doing?" At first, I thought she was joking. I even laughed and said, "No way, Emma. You know that's my baby name." But she just shrugged and said, "It's a name, not a copyright. I thought it was cute for a dog." I was honestly stunned.
Sewer.
Yeah. Can we put this person in the sewer?
No, I was saying like sewer.
Yeah, but also, can we put her in the sewer? I was honestly stunned. I didn't want to make a big scene, so I let it go in the moment, but it really bothered me. As time went on, the whole family started referring to her dog as Lila, and it's become the default association. At my baby shower last month, I was talking to some family members about the nursery, and when I mentioned naming the baby Lila, my aunt literally laughed and said, "You're not actually naming your baby after Emma's dog, right?" Auntie, we all know it's my daughter's name.
No.
I felt humiliated. I tried to brush it off, but the more I think about it, the more it hurts. I finally sat Emma down privately and told her how I was feeling. I explained how important the name is to me, how it's tied to grandma, and how much it means to me after everything we've been through to have this baby. Emma rolled her eyes and said, "Oh my God, you're seriously still mad about this? It's just a dog's name. You don't own Lila." I told her that while I'm still going to name my daughter Lila, she has now made it very awkward for me. She laughed and said, "Awkward for you, not me." Yeah, okay. She no longer deserves the sewer. This clown buffoonery is getting her sent to the sun. Now, Emma is getting married in 2 weeks, and I'm supposed to be her maid of honor, but I've been feeling more and more like I can't do it. I don't want to stand up there and celebrate her when I feel like she doesn't respect me or care about my feelings. Last week, I told her that I wasn't sure I could attend the wedding because of how hurt I've been about everything. She lost it. She called me selfish and accused me of ruining her big day over something as stupid as a name. Wow. Yeah, she's called OP selfish. That's funny. Because you know how many infinite names you can give a dog?
Like how many?
Truly infinite.
Infinite. Yeah.
Infinitesimal.
Yeah.
And she wants to go, I'm naming it Lila. The one name that you've been obsessed with forever.
I do have to say, cute name.
Yeah.
Not that she should take it for a dog, but
Could have named the dog Leia. Or literally anything else.
yep. Come on.
She even told me, you're the one making this a thing. Nobody cares except you. My parents are siding with her, saying I'm being petty and hormonal and need to let it go because family is more important than a name.
Oh my.
OP, I thought everyone knew about this.
Right?
Did
Yeah,
not.
everyone said it's my name. Like,
Was it an assumption that everyone knew about this? Like, or what's going on? What's happening here? My husband, on the other hand, is furious. Husband. He says Emma has been dismissive and mean, and I shouldn't have to put my feelings aside just to keep the peace. Now I feel torn. I know skipping her wedding is a huge deal, and I don't want to cause a permanent rift, but I also feel like Emma has completely dismissed my feelings and made this whole situation worse. Am I the a-hole for not attending her wedding? Oh, that's actually hard.
right?
But, like, I think being treated like that, like, for something that is such a priority to you and was for a long time known to be, it's like, I gotta say you're justified in being like, I don't know if I could just suck it up and act like everything's fine and be happy on your day, so maybe I just shouldn't be there.
Because low key, it's almost like already taking the name is so bad, but it's almost more the reaction to her being like, "Hey, what's up? Like,
Exactly.
why'd you do that?" When her and the parents are basically like, "Oh, you're just overreacting.
Right.
Like it's just a name. Like it's not a big deal." And she's like, "I went through all the struggle to get her and finally be pregnant. I had this name chosen for so long. It was my name, and like you guys are just completely disregarding all of that." That to me is almost like it's almost like, okay, you don't even care about the struggles I went through. You have no empathy for what I went through as a woman to bear this child.
Exactly.
That yeah.
And the name was to
Exactly.
honor, it's to honor somebody in
To the
family.
grandma!
Yeah.
Like, do you hate your grandma? Like, you want to like, what is your grandma, a dog now?
Let's get into there's some relevant comments here.
Let's do it.
We all agree that the sister's stinky.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get to it. From K Rose 59, if family were more important than a name, Emma would have named her dog something else.
Boom.
Yes, exactly. Yes, this. OP, tell Emma and your parents exactly this, and for them to stop pretending Emma didn't do this intentionally,
Mhm.
that you don't know why she chose to be malicious, but she absolutely knew what she was doing because everyone knows you've been wanting to name your daughter, who's on the way, Lila, since you were a child. Call it what it was, outright maliciousness. Tell them Emma needs to come clean about why she stole the name from you and from your daughter. For her dog, what was she trying to accomplish and why did she want to hurt you? Is it jealousy? Is it attention? Everyone needs to stop turning it around on you and pretending that it's not a big deal. Ask them why you should stand for your sister who would intentionally hurt you like that, and then do what feels right for you. Once your beautiful daughter gets here, your sister's dog's name won't pull their attention. If anyone teases you over it, don't get weepy and upset. Just know that you're in the right, stand tall, and flip the script. Straight up tell them that your sister took the name she knew you were giving your daughter for her dog, and you just can't imagine why she would do that. Could you? Yeah. Flip it around on them. Be like, yeah, my sister did this. Isn't this wild that she would do that? Let your sister be the flustered one. And once your daughter is here, your parents and others will be flocking to see her no matter what you do about the wedding. Ultimately, you hold all of the cards. And I agree with the other commenters, if you ever get a pet and want to take her baby's name, go for it. Which, don't do that. That's just messy. But it would probably be like a, see? Aren't you upset now?
Yep.
Stupid? Like, what are you doing? But by the way, I would never call you stupid for joining us when we go live.
Oh!
At 3 p.m. PST every single weekday on YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok, and also Twitch. Don't worry, we see you over there. Just tap on our profile on any one of those platforms and you are in the live stream. And there is a little bit of story left.
Okay.
So I think that last comment was pretty much perfect. That was like perfect advice. It's the advice I would give.
Yeah.
I'm not saying I'm perfect, but I'm just saying that advice, it's like, just continue to move on because you literally do hold all of the cards, and over time, you can flip that script and be like, yeah, she knew I was going to name my daughter Lila, isn't it? Why do you think she named the dog Lila just to get at me? Right? Why would she do that?
Sanity
and now
wins
suddenly the
the
sister's going to go, well, I didn't know, or I did, and then everyone's going to go, well, yeah, you did know. We all knew, right? So, yeah, you just name your beautiful daughter Lila.
Yes.
And stick with your husband, who is a beautiful W husband for sticking up for you. And you don't have to feel bad at all for not going to your stinky sister's wedding, who went out of her way to be malicious and try to kind of scam you. I mean, it's not a scam. I can't think of a better word.
I kind of like scam.
Swindle. She tried to swindle the name Lila away from you by like making it her dog's name. So then you're naming your daughter after a dog, which is absurd because it's
So
your
stupid.
grandma. Anyway, let's finish this story. Now let's finish this off. Hippie Liz Lemon, OP, this is it. Is that the same as your sister's dog? Answer, yes. This is the name that honors our grandmother that I had been hoping to use since high school. My sister's choice to use it for her dog literally at the end of my fertility journey is a choice I accept, but will never understand. You're not being mean. You're not name calling. You're just stating facts, acceptance, and any reasonable person will see what's going on here. She's a huge jerk. And that is the end of that story. And I concur. Your sister was being a huge jerk.
Putting it lightly.
Yeah, putting it
lightly.
literally as lightly as possible.
Yeah.
Low key. My boyfriend lost my senior dog in the streets. I couldn't forgive him.
Your boyfriend's for the streets.
Me, 24 female, and my boyfriend, 24 male, have been together for almost 4 years. We get along okay for the most part. Things like him losing something of mine have happened, but never to this level. By the way, this comes from user Anna Maria 5. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit and submit them there. So, I have had my dog Milo, 12 female, for her whole life. We grew up together, and it's really hard for her to get to trust other people. She has always been an anxious girl, but she is the light of my life and was always by my side even in my worst days. 3 years ago, I introduced my boyfriend to my family, which is just my mom and Milo. He and my mom got along okay, but he did not acknowledge Milo in any way. That was fine. I didn't expect him to be all over her, considering she doesn't even like that, but I still found it pretty strange because he said he absolutely loved dogs. To be honest, I believed that because he would always pet dogs when we were outside. Any interaction he had with her over the past 3 years was limited, but Milo warmed up to him. She would greet him and go to him for pets, which he sometimes gave, and accepted him on our daily walks. 1.5 years ago, Milo got sick. She had a tooth infection, which was pretty bad. Her whole right eye had swollen shut. I asked my boyfriend to take us to the vet because I don't have a car. The vet took care of the infection, gave me some antibiotics to administer daily, and gave instructions on how to clean the wound left after the vet drained the pus. For a couple of weeks, I didn't hang out much with my boyfriend because I was focused on taking care of Milo. One thing that stood out to me was how pissed he seemed every time I brought her up to talk about her progress. Looking back, that should have raised some red flags, but I guess I brushed it off. Now that I've given you the short version of the past, here's what's happening in the present. I planned a short vacation with my mom to visit my grandparents. While talking to my boyfriend about the trip, I told him that my best friend Alex, 23 male, would take care of Milo. My boyfriend then offered to take care of her himself.
Don't do it. Don't trust him. It's a trap.
I mean, in the moment, it'd be like, oh, look, my boyfriend's turning around. Like,
Yeah.
he's trying to take some responsibility.
He's trying to get in there.
This is now a green flag.
Yeah.
However, however, he was mad that I hadn't come to him first, insisting that he loved Milo and wanted to go on walks with her. This sudden love that he felt for her out of the blue was strange, but I reluctantly agreed. The trip was supposed to last 3 days. On day 2, I was on the phone with my boyfriend when he casually mentioned that Milo really liked to stay outside. That immediately felt off, so I asked him what he meant. He left my sweet girl outside for hours at a time alone and would only check on her hourly. Mind you, I live in an apartment. I don't have a backyard.
Okay, I was about to be like, hourly, it's a backyard. No back. He's just leaving her on the street.
Where is she?
Where is she? Where in the is it gated? Is this dog just on the sidewalk?
He just let her out in the lounge by the pool.
He's like, yeah, she's by the hot tub. I don't know. I'll check on her.
This is
I'll check on her.
crazy. I was gonna.
Whoa.
I was about to
I was about to defend
underreact
it.
too. I was like,
Yeah, I was like,
oh, the dog's outside.
Dogs are
Come
fine.
on.
But like, it's like, oh no, wait.
No, just with nowhere to go, just released into the streets. My God. As soon as I told my mom, we left immediately and arrived back home around 9 p.m. Since then, I have blocked my boyfriend on everything and have been searching for my girl. I've printed posters, gone out every day for hours at a time, and posted about her in Facebook groups around my area. If you have any advice on what else I could do, please let me know. Now, he and his friend group say I'm an a-hole because I've put my dog above my boyfriend in all of our 4 years of relationship. I know for a fact this is not true, but I don't have anyone else to ask besides people that are really close to me and would be biased. I'm sorry for the long post. My mind is all over the place. And we have some comments. Oh my God. No, you're
not the a-hole.
The a-hole.
Your dog's gone. You're not the a-hole. And it seems like no one's actually been like apologizing to you.
And his friends are like, yeah, you've
It's just
been
a
the
dog.
a-hole because you prioritize your dog you've had for your whole life over your boyfriend. Which is not, I doubt that. It's more like you like your dog and
You
your
like your
boyfriend
dog.
is so
Has
insecure
proven,
and jealous that he can't handle that.
Also just has proven, who he really is in this moment.
Pretty
it's like,
psycho,
yeah,
dude.
we've had a 4-year relationship, but to leave a dog outside on purpose and then not seem to understand that you led to it running away.
Exiled the dog,
Yeah.
and then didn't care.
And then didn't care.
Didn't even care.
Yeah.
She likes it.
Yeah, I don't think you've done anything wrong, OP.
No,
And I hope you find your dog.
I think you were dating a psycho.
Yeah.
We have some comments here from Velvety Hot. Not the a-hole. Your boyfriend's negligence led to your dog's disappearance, and his lack of care for Milo over the years clearly shows where his priorities lie. Breaking up was justified. Keep searching for Milo. Involve local shelters, vets, and social media for a broader reach. Unusual Canary 7764 says he got rid of his competition. It's that simple. That's why he suddenly loved her out of the blue. It was his opportunity to get rid of the attention he wanted from you, not the a-hole. Good riddance. What a prickety doodah. Prickety day. Rikendra said, this was my immediate thought after the backstory. He didn't like that OP was giving more attention to her dog when the dog got sick. The ex-boyfriend seized an opportunity to be rid of the dog. I suspect he did something more nefarious than simply leaving the dog outside all day.
I hope he just left the dog outside.
Crime. This man is criminal. OP, you are absolutely choosing your dog over this man, and rightfully so. There's really no question where your priorities should be, and you've put your priority in the right place. Your dog has been in your life 3 times longer than you were with this man. Your dog is dependent on you, and you have a responsibility to be your dog's caregiver. Your ex is not your dependent, and you don't have the same responsibility for him as you do for your dog. Don't listen to anyone who says otherwise. Tipsy Magpie says, you need to check all the shelters within 150 miles. It sounds like he just drove Milo out somewhere and dumped her, sadly. I don't believe that she ran away at all. Judgment, not the a-hole. And there is an update.
I just wanted to find this
Please
dog.
Find the dog.
Find the dog.
Find the dog. My God. Okay.
It's gonna be a homeward bound kind of situation.
Yes.
Dog's gonna be the kid's gonna be like, I don't know. There's a kid in this situation now, and the kid's gonna
There's
be
a
like,
kid.
I can hear the dog, and then OP's gonna be like, no, the dog's not here, little Jimmy. I don't know what his name is.
It's Jimmy.
Yeah, it's Jimmy. And he's like, no, I can hear him. And they're like, come on, little Jimmy, let's go to the house.
Yeah.
And
LJ,
then,
little Jimmy.
And then OP's little white crusty dog Milo comes bounding out of the forest next to her apartment, because there's a forest next to her apartment.
Mhm.
And he's like, and she's like, it's Milo.
Yeah, and then they watch Atlantis. Hi. A lot of people asked me for an update. I should have waited until I got some rest, but you all were so helpful, and you deserve to know how this ended. Oh boy. My ex came today to get his stuff, and some of you might be happy for what you're about to read, but he did not get a single thing back. When he saw me, he started begging me to forgive him, and thanks to you, again, I agreed to forgive him if he told me the truth. He just looked me straight in the face and said, if I'm going to be honest, you won't forgive me. My heart broke all over again, thinking about the worst of things. When he saw me cry, he told me I should get over it because she was already old, but if I really wanted her back, I should get back with him. And when he trusts me that I really forgave him, I could see her again. This guy's psycho. This guy
So
is
now
a
this
sociopath.
is a hostage situation?
He's holding your dog hostage to, yeah,
So
because
then
we all
you'll
know
date
that
him again?
getting back together with somebody is always the best when it's under a
Duress.
hostage situation.
He's like,
pretext.
no, we can go back to how we were if you agree.
Tell you where I put you, dog, if you date me
If
again.
you date me. And then
Yeah.
OP's going to be like, okay, but if I got the dog back, we'd
And then
break
OP
up. He's
was
like,
like-
well, I guess I have to keep this dog.
I've just been waiting for a
Kidnapped.
man to say that to me.
Yeah. Like, wow, you're really the love of my life. How did you know?
I just want a man who tries hard.
Can you call the police?
Yeah, for real.
Can you call the police on this?
Police can be involved now.
Can you say, hey, my ex-boyfriend is holding my dog hostage?
Yeah. I was exhausted, hopeless, and angered, and even though I wanted my girl back, I could not look at him, let alone be with him for however long he thought it would take me to forgive him. So he left, not telling me a single thing about Milo. I got a call some hours later, and on the other end was a lady who found Milo on the side of the road. She told me she would wait for me to come, because when she wanted to pick her up, she seemed to be in pain.
No. Maybe she's just in pain from her not having her medication. Maybe she's... Oh, I'm just imagining this white, crusty old dog with one eye shut. So sad.
When I got there and saw her lying there, all my emotions flooded me. My sweet baby, even though she looked so different, was alive. And by the way, you can feel alive by listening to full episodes with stories like this on iHeartRadio, on Apple Podcasts, on Spotify. Just look up OK Storytime. So we do have a little bit more story left. Honestly, like police, cops, anything.
But
Like,
also, do you even think that he knew where Milo was? And when he was...
I don't know. Probably not.
Yeah,
That's
I
why
feel like
he's a liar.
He's a liar and a dirty, dirty cheat.
Yeah, this
I
is a
feel like he was
scoundrel.
just saying, I'll date you. I mean, if you date me, I'll tell you, but I don't think he knew where Milo
So
was.
my actual advice here would be, because this is a guy who needs consequences for this. Like, this needs to be like something on his he needs a criminal record for this behavior.
Because you can get arrested, or it's like either a fine or some sort of charge for dumping dogs. So
yeah.
Yeah.
Or just, I mean, the theft of, I don't know what this would be, but I'm sure it's criminal.
yeah.
And if you can get him on a recording, admitting to it,
Yeah.
just play along and get him to talk about how he took the dog and he won't tell you where it is until whatever. Get the actual evidence of him trying to essentially blackmail you with your dog being
just
stolen.
text him from now on.
And then just go straight to the police with that,
I agree.
and block him on everything.
I agree.
Don't let him know that you have your dog back yet,
Don't.
so that you can get that done.
Yeah.
That's what I would suggest. She is now staying overnight at the vet. She has 2 broken ribs and is dehydrated. If everything goes well, she will be home soon. I appreciate each and every one of you that took the time to guide me in this nightmare. Thank you again. I will be pressing charges.
Yes.
So we have some comments to finish this off from Klutzy Book 2986. I'm so glad Milo is okay. I had a feeling he did something horrible to her. This man is dangerous and has shown you who he is. Please be safe and never let him back into your life. This is massive stalker sociopathic behavior. Sneaky Snail 111 says, agreed. I feel like he might be responsible for those broken ribs, and then she went away to hide. I don't think a car would have caused only broken ribs. That X is a point of sales terminal and deserves nothing in life. OP, good luck. Best wishes to you and Miss Milo. OP says the vet does not think she was hit by a car. It will be on her file. Thank you. Yeah, and if you can get the vet to back you up with clearly
and
this
say,
was a...
what
Mhm.
happened to this dog.
Get him for criminal neglect
Yeah.
or abuse
I think
of an
you
animal.
could just start with the dumping, because that is a criminal offense.
Yeah,
I
get as much of a confession as you can recorded. Like, go out, meet him for coffee. Don't meet at your place. Go out to a public place
Yeah.
and just like have
Wear a wire.
yeah, just phone record. Sixicus the Sixth. You need to file a police report for your country's equivalent of animal cruelty, or barring that, property damage against the ex. Ugh, that sounds so wrong. Make him cover Milo's medical expenses. Yes, 100%. All the consequences need to go to this guy.
Yeah.
That is the end of that story.
Crime.
But the real end of the story is when this guy ends up with a criminal record and hopefully, like, maybe, I don't know.
Yeah, can't
You
ever
should go
have
to
a
jail
pet.
for this. Week in jail, at least. 2
Well,
weeks.
I think it would go. I think if he
Jail.
did get some sort of thing against him for animal abuse, he wouldn't be able to adopt any other animals, which would be good. My deceased boyfriend's family wants to take his dog from me. I want to fight for it. Custody battle. Custody battle. This is the plot of Legally Blonde, except the boyfriend is alive there. Taking the dog. Sorry, this is longer than I wanted, but I'm still processing things as this happened last night. To get you up to speed, my boyfriend was unalived in a car accident last month. Oh, this post is not about that. I'm going to grief counseling and coping as well as I think I can at the moment. We were together for 3 years. We started living together a little over a year ago. By the way, this comes from WTF Puppy Mate. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, prior to meeting boyfriend, he got a ridiculously cute puppy. At the time, he was still living at home as his parents lived close to our university. However, this puppy was his puppy. She slept in his room. He took care of her and trained her. However, his mom loves dog and doted on her like a grandmother. Boyfriend and I met in a local park because he had a puppy and I had an old grouchy dog of a similar breed. Adorbs, right? We quickly started spending a good chunk of time with each other. I'd say we spent a good 60% of the week together. And by together, I mean boyfriend, my grouchy dog, and his young pup. Dog spent a lot of time at my place and I helped with training, general care, and dog activities. After we moved in with each other, I took on a lot more of the dog responsibilities. Boyfriend ended up getting a job with a long commute and a lot of overtime. I was okay with this, as I ended up putting my old dog down a couple months ago and I enjoyed having a dog to take care of again. I even started therapy dog training with her because she has such an awesome temperament. All in all, we were a happy, loving family and dog and I were great friends. After his family came over to help sort through all of his things. His family took the majority of his material things, car, computers, etc., which I was okay with. I kept the sentimental things and joint purchases. I thought that was that. During this whole time, dog has been my constant companion. I feel like we've been helping each other a lot through this time of loneliness and sadness. Last night, his mom popped by after work for a surprise visit. I thought she was just checking in with me or looking for support. After a few minutes of chit-chat, she simply said, "Well, now that it seems like everything's settled, I've come to take dog home."
No, not how that works.
Ooh, I was confused and asked her what she meant. She explained that dog belonged to boyfriend and it made sense that dog be returned to his family. At this point, I became visibly upset and mom backed off. She said I can say my goodbyes, but she will be by this weekend to pick up dog. I am terrified, guys. I don't want to lose dog. She is a wonderful pet, wonderful because boyfriend spends so much time loving her, training her, and spending time with her. I recognize his mom is also in pain. I recognize that his mom always loved this dog. I recognize his mom has also lived with and spent a lot of time with this dog. I understand why she wants the dog, but I don't want her to have my dog. Legally, I realize I don't have much of a leg to stand on. Boyfriend and I weren't married. We've been living together for a year. There was no will. And technically, dog was boyfriend's property. And property is transferred to the deceased families, right? If his family chose to take this to court, they have the resources to fight this. I don't. Is there anything I can do? Appeal to his mom's goodwill? Lay on the emotions thick and hope she relents out of pity? I am open to any ideas right now. Dog is my best friend now that my boyfriend is gone. I don't know if I can handle her being taken from me too right now. After note, I just want to say his mom is not a bad person. She has always been polite, sweet, and caring. His whole family is a bit rigid and can be stubborn, but overall, I don't think they are malicious. I recognize why she wants the dog. It's the same reasons why I want the dog, which I guess makes this even more difficult. Edit, I just want to make it clear I am not planning on legally fighting for this dog. I appreciate the legal advice, but it seemed too cruel to fight grieving parents over something my boyfriend loved and cared for. I know boyfriend wouldn't want that to happen, so I will do everything in my power to make sure it doesn't end up that way, even if it means giving up dog. And there is an update, but oh, ouch.
Oh, wow.
Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is sad.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
That's
I got
just,
some thoughts.
that's hard because I was thinking about it like, yeah, I guess like if you're sad about losing someone, then like having this other thing that kind of represents that person, it's like it must be nice to have that to take care of. But again, like she said, the mom also feels that way.
It represents the same thing for her.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, maybe just a nice conversation about like just talking about your emotions would help in this situation.
Well, I think one way to do it is, have that conversation, but you could also kind of like split custody, you know?
Yeah.
You could say like, hey, we both love this dog.
Yeah.
We both spent a lot of time taking care of this dog.
Right.
You know, I think it would be good for both of us if we kind of switched off taking care of this dog, you know, sometimes comes over to mine, spends time here,
Right.
you know, so we still have the dog in our lives.
Yeah, I think that would be a good option. I mean, especially one of them goes on like a trip or something.
Exactly.
That would
Yeah.
be like the perfect person to go to
Mhm.
dog sit.
Yeah. That's what we do with Chip.
Yeah,
He
exactly.
comes and stays with us for a while. Update. Thank you for all the kind words and condolences. It's a bit overwhelming. This is a very confusing time for me, and it's reassuring to see that it isn't as black and white as it seems. Sure, it would help if there was an easy answer, but at least I now know my confusion and internal conflict isn't too crazy. It's obviously a complicated matter. I'm still not certain what I'm going to do with dog. There are many good arguments for both sides. Fight to keep dog versus give dog to mom. Trust me, I am trying to read through all of your replies diligently. Right now, I need to figure out how to balance what is morally right, what I can deal with, and what is the best for dog. But for tonight, I think dog and I will just watch a few bad movies and have a bit of popcorn. And there is an update. Oh, no. The update summarized I no longer have dog.
No.
This is the worst update.
No.
Don't summarize it like that.
Oh, man.
Hold my hand at least. She went to her new home on Thursday, so it took me a couple of days to process this next oh so awesome new change in my life. I am trying to talk myself through it and am trying to feel all noble and crap. I figure an inflated martyr-like ego is better than being a sad, jaded, bitter witch face. Okay, I admit it, I am feeling more bitter than noble right now. The details for those interested. Last Friday, I ended up calling my boyfriend's dad. We always got along pretty fabulously, and he's the only one holding the family together right now. He gave me a good update on the family, and the gist I got was mom was in a pretty bad place. We decided to hold a family meeting about dog. On Saturday, mom, dad, boyfriend, sister, and me got together and discussed what dog meant to us. Naturally, mom and I had some very similar outlooks, though I emphasized how dog was a part of my family, my adventure buddy, and now my best friend now that boyfriend was gone. Mom said she never realized I was that involved with dog and apologized for surprising me on Thursday. Both mom and I got pretty weepy, and she excused herself to think things over. So I and dad talked for a bit more. I just went over the basics of dog care and border collies in general. His family has always been cat people, so I wanted to make sure that they knew what they were getting themselves into, and also maybe scare them with the responsibility because I'm not a saint. I was also concerned about the well-being of dog and wanted to make sure she can stay happy. I gave him a list of all the activities I do with her to prevent her from becoming bored and thus neurotic and destructive. It's actually a pretty long list. I also gave him a list of doggy daycares, training centers, agility centers, running paths, hiking places, and vets in his area. I also gave him a copy of her therapy dog certification progress and what the steps are to complete that if they are interested. I then left him a book on border collies and a few website links so he can become familiar with the breed. I mean, that's honestly, beyond, even if you are trying to scare them a little bit, it's really important that they know all of this because border collies have so much energy. Speaking as a person who has a border collie.
Yeah.
Every time she comes and visits us at our house, and we have so many people here that can play fetch with her. If you start playing fetch with her, you will never stop.
You will literally
never stop.
Yeah.
She does not lose energy.
I know. I think like there was a while where I was playing fetch with her for a while, and then like I left, and like a few days later I came back, and immediately she was like, "Hey, ready to play?"
Yeah,
like,
she just like stares at you, and she's like,
with her piercing blue
she's
eyes,
just bright blue eyes.
Yeah.
So you should know what you're getting into. This is the only thing that is giving me a bit of solace right now. Dad laughed after I gave him the rundown. He said it made so much sense why dog was so mellow, and that was because boyfriend and I ran her ragged. He loved seeing all the work that went into dog, was asking a lot of questions, and was astonished boyfriend dedicated that much time and energy into his furry pal. It was actually very heartwarming seeing dad pretty much light up with pride. Boyfriend had a bad habit of downplaying a lot of what he does, so dad was able to learn something new about his son. I told him that I would be ecstatic if I could keep dog, as she is my world now, but I understand if dog had a bigger purpose right now next to mom's side. Okay, that was a big fat lie. I don't understand because I'm selfish and believe that dog belongs with me, but I'm trying to be effing noble here, okay? Oh, that is such a hard feeling of wanting to do what you think is the right thing. But also in your heart, you're like, that I have no desire to do that at all.
Yeah. It's just the emotions and the grief.
Yeah.
Mixing. It's the heart and the head, like, battling it out.
Yeah. But also I think that the fact that you desire more than anything to keep this dog and you are still offering to let her go is noble. I think having that, like, it would be, I mean, if you were just like, yeah, of course you can have the dog and you didn't have any of those feelings, it'd be like, okay, the sacrifice is not there. But like, this is a sacrifice for you.
Right.
So, like, don't feel bad about having those feelings.
Well said.
Dad thanked me and we hugged. He told me that he and mom will do some research for the next couple of days and think it over. Dad called me up on Tuesday. He told me mom was insistent on having dog no matter what. He didn't sound too happy and was very apologetic. He told me that he didn't know if this is the right decision and he honestly felt that dog belonged with me, but mom wasn't moving on the subject. He timidly asked what I wanted to do. I pretty much started panicking at this point and was hugging dog pretty hard to try to keep my crap together. But I was able to calmly say, okay, I understand. He hammered out a few details and all I could say was okay over and over. He kept asking if I was going to be all right, and my only response was I understand. After we hung up, I just sat on my floor crying as dog crawled in my lap, trying to figure out what was wrong.
Oh my god.
This is a therapy dog, or at least therapy in training.
This literally is making me tear up. This is so sad.
This is terrible. I can't imagine like having
Wow.
a dog who's like so ingrained in your life and then having to give them up. My panicking got worse, so I took dog on a 10-mile run to try to calm both of us down. I took the rest of the week off work, and on Wednesday, I took dog to boyfriend of mine's favorite camping place. We spent the day hiking and exploring and sort of playing in the it's the wrong time of year to play in a lake, and the night snuggling under blankets and roasting marshmallows. I might have slipped dog a marshmallow or two. She friggin' loves marshmallows. On Thursday, I gathered up all of Dog's things and created a list of how to care for her. They dropped by in the evening. Dad seemed pretty concerned, probably because I was very smiley robot. Mom was ecstatic and was crying as she hugged and loved on Dog. I tried to pretend everything was okay because I didn't want to stress out Dog, and mainly because I honestly felt really bad for Dad. He's a really good guy, and I could tell he was very worried about me and his wife. I feel really guilty that he was dragged into the middle of all of this while also having to deal with his own grief. Dad gave me a hug, told me not to be a stranger, and that I could visit any time. Mom hugged me and thanked me and reassured me that they were going to make Dog happy. And then they left with Dog.
Oh my gosh.
No! On Friday morning, I woke up and sat in my empty bed for about an hour. The emptiness started freaking me out, so I sort of threw some clothes in a bag and left. Right now, I'm poking at some burger and fast food joint in the middle of nowhere, typing this out and trying to figure out how my life came to this. Edit, I'm starting to look a bit weird sitting in this fast food joint for the past 3 hours, so I'm going to head back out on the road again. Thanks for all your nice words, encouragement, and reassurance. Thank you too for all the input and opinions. It's helping me a lot right now, so thanks. Also, I just want to say Mom isn't a bad person. She's always been sweet, and the passing of her son devastated her. Okay, sure, I am kind of angry at how the situation evolved, but I can't dispute the fact that she loves Dog. She saw Dog grow up, doted on Dog, and it is her grand dog, so to speak. So part of me knows where she's coming from. I guess I just wanted to make sure people don't think she's a horrible person. Edit, I don't know what the future for me or Dog holds, but I will stay in contact with Dad to make sure Dog is happy. In a few weeks, I'll see if I'm strong enough to go visit her and boyfriend's family. I still don't know if this was the right course of action, and I am still worried I didn't think this through all the way. There's still a lot of sadness, anger, guilt, and bitterness that I'm dealing with, so it feels a bit weird when people say I'm being kind, noble, and selfless. Part of me knows I did a really nice thing for Mom, but the rest of me just thinks this whole thing is BS. It's a really weird place to be. I can't really explain it, so I appreciate the reassurance that I probably most likely did do a good thing, hopefully. And there is an update.
Oh, man.
God,
I think you did do the right
I
thing.
think so.
And I mean, I'm sure you could always visit, right?
Yeah.
Like you still have all their contact information. They obviously know that this is hard for you too.
I think that you can still kind of come to the dad and ask, like, hey, is there any way that I can, we can switch off a little bit?
Yeah.
'Cause that way it's not like neither of you lose the dog forever.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I think it probably feels just like another loss. you know,
Yeah.
like I lost my boyfriend of 3 years.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then also losing this dog. Do you have a connection to? It's just that's a lot.
It's a lot to deal
All
with.
in once. So
Yeah, and like 1 month after, too.
yeah.
Yeah, I think you should go. I don't know if you can go to the mom right now, but I think going to the dad and bringing this up.
Right. Right. I'm sure everyone needs the dog to heal. So
Yeah.
we can switch it up.
Switch off. Update 2 for the first embarrassing confession. I became a little witch for a while. In all defense, it was easy to do. I woke up with my alarm at 5 in the morning, stared at the ceiling for a bit, and just thought, oh, I don't need to take Dog for a run. I guess I don't have to get up. Then it was, I don't really need to go on my evening walk, hike, lake trip, camping trip, as there really wasn't a point. No boyfriend, no dog, Besides, it's cold and I'm a little witch. So I sat in my apartment going to work, eating takeout, watching crap rappy shows, and sleeping. I lost most of my motivation to do anything. I just wallowed in bed a lot, trying to sleep as much as I could because sleeping was the only way I didn't feel so alone. Ugh! To have like depression be so clear.
Yeah.
Unless it's like maybe not for the person, but like, that's so sad.
Yeah, that's really hard. I mean, she's grieving. This
Yeah.
is very normal.
And now I mean, like,
reaction.
to have, yes, very normal, but like when people have a pet, like something to take care of,
Yeah.
it can be a little bit easier.
Oh yeah.
And now she's lost that too. And that's,
Yeah.
Luckily, I have one or two good friends who give a few craps. So I woke up one morning to a banging on my door. Friend walked in all businesslike and simply said, "You're moving." I stood there in my sweatpants because I gained about 15 pounds in 1 month. My hair in knots, all confused and bedraggled and honestly pretty stinky. She told me one of our acquaintances needed a new roommate for January and she thought we would get along well. I protested and was terrified of losing the one place that was home to me, boyfriend and dog. It took her almost a month to convince me to leave my apartment. It was one of the worst moments of my life when I began packing things up, throwing other things away. Almost worse than when boyfriend passed or when I lost dog. I can't really explain why I felt so horrible and angry at this particular moment. I'm sure a therapist could tell me, oh yeah, I stopped going to grief counseling too, so I guess not. Long story short, let's just say I wasn't very happy, but I packed my things and moved them over to roommate's apartment. On New Year's Eve, I bought a bottle of wine, sat in our old stripped bare apartment, and all dramatically said goodbye to my old life or something. It was a movie moment, really. Oh, and I got copiously wasted and cried for hours with snot running down my face. But mainly, I think it was a touching scene. But I think things are starting to look up. Roommate and I get along great.
Oh, good.
She owns a lab mix. Yes!
Yay!
Dog!
Oh my gosh.
And the big goofy guy loves cuddling. And it is
Aw.
nice to come to a home that isn't just filled with old t-shirts and abandoned dog toys. I am still a sad panda, but at least I graduated from Little Witch. I take showers now. Now for the good news. There's good news.
Thank goodness.
I mean, it seems like you went from like this really depressed state of losing
Yeah.
people that you loved to getting like having a great friend who
Yeah.
encouraged you to move in with someone
Absolutely.
who has a dog too.
Yes. I mean, I think definitely getting out of the apartment and getting surrounded by another person all the time
Yes.
and another dog. I think that's a good friend
Yeah.
to suggest all of that.
I mean, living on your own is already hard,
Yeah.
especially when you're used to company, and just like having that like very sudden loss of company is you need people.
Yeah.
Now for the good news. Last week I ended up visiting Dog. She was ecstatic and so excited she might have peed herself a little bit. She looks healthy and happy, and that is what really counts. But the best thing is what Dog did for my boyfriend's father. Dad probably lost a good 30 pounds since I last saw him when they came to take Dog away from me. He was excited to tell me all the things he's been doing with Dog. He took up bicycling and then running to try to keep Dog well exercised. He and Mom take walks with her in the evening and began hiking on weekends. Dad sheepishly mentioned that Mom lost some weight as well, and they're both aiming to be healthier this year. You could tell Dad just doted on Dog. He said that since she was a herding dog, he's been taking her to local farms that train sheepdogs. But then it turns out she was scared of sheep. So that was that.
That's funny.
So now they are trying out agility because he read that border collies are good at agility. It's true. I realized he must have read all the resources I gave him on border collies, and he's trying his best to keep Dog happy. He excitedly showed me Dog's therapy dog certification
Oh.
and talked about how they go to a local hospital once a week now. It was honestly a weird moment for me. It was great to see that Dog was doing well and is happy. I was also touched by Dad's devotion to Dog and also how much he has changed since boyfriend's accident. He is healthier, happier, and enthusiastic. Even though Mom was the one who wanted Dog, I could tell that Dog was really Dad's pup now. Dog adored Dad back. I don't know if it's because Dad and boyfriend were so similar in looks and personality, but Dog truly loved Dad. And that made me, well, mad. I'm only human, really. I know Dog still loves me. She proved that with her overly enthusiastic greeting, but it was like another check on the list of things that aren't mine anymore. I told Dad that I am ecstatic that everyone is doing well and how great Dog looks. He beamed with pride, telling me it was the least he could do for the dog his son loved so much. We finished lunch, hugged, and then I cried the entire way back. But you know what won't make you cry?
What is it?
Listening to full episodes of stories just like this. Well, if there's stories just like this, they may make you cry. But go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app and search up OK Storytime. But there is a little bit left to the story.
My gosh.
I still think you can ask to hang out with Dog more.
Yes. I mean, it sounds like in this particular thing,
Yeah.
I think like she got to visit the dog.
Yeah.
Which is great, but you can do that more than once.
Yeah, be like, hey, I want to take Dog on a camping trip.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, if it's hurting you this much, you don't have to just let, Dog's still there. Dog's still
the dog
around.
is still alive.
Yeah, Dog is still alive.
Yeah.
Like, ask,
Yeah.
So this is where I am now. I'm starting a new life and still struggling to take regularly scheduled showers. Dog is doing well with her new home, and she really has brought new hope into Dad's and Mom's lives. I know that I made a great decision for sending Dog to live with Mom and Dad. You guys were right. I am strong and young enough, and it helps that I have wonderful friends that I think I won't sleep or stink away to passing away. And Dog has gone off to do amazing things and bring back happiness to parents who have lost a son. Dog is truly an awesome animal, and I will continue to miss her every day, but at least I know she's happy. So I think everything is going to be all right. And that is the end
Wow.
of that story.
Oh my goodness.
Ouch.
Dude,
Ouch.
if this dog knew the impact it had,
Truly.
like, this is really an amazing dog
Such an amazing dog.
doing so much for all of these people.
Dogs are so great.
So great.
Like, dogs are really, truly incredible
Yeah.
creatures.
I refuse to move in with my boyfriend because of my cat.
Cats over boys.
You're allergic to both.
23rd of June, 2018. Throwaway, and I'm on mobile. Sorry for the formatting. I've been dating my 24 female boyfriend, 26 male, for a bit over a year now, and he really wants me to move in with him. The problem, my cat. My cat is 16 and passing away. The vet says it would be unwise to hope for anything past 6 months. I've had this cat since I was a child. He was there for me through everything. By the way, this comes from user CatThrowaway1235. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OKStorytime subreddit and submit them. Trigger warning, we got a sick cat in this story. There are a few reasons I don't want to move. Number one, moving is extremely stressful for cats, and I don't want to cause any unnecessary stress for my old boy. And number two, my boyfriend has a fairly energetic Rottweiler, but my cat has never been good with dogs. He was almost unalived at 2 years old, resulting in a severely crushed leg that had to be amputated. I understand my boyfriend wants me to be close to him, and I want that too, but is it really so much to ask for a few months for my cat to pass away? It hurts me so much that he keeps calling me unfair and not committed in the relationship, but I am. But my longest friend is passing away, and I want him to be comfortable. He doesn't seem to grasp how important my cat is to me. He has never liked cats and even made the joke, when he's gone, I will finally be your number one man.
He's jealous of a cat?
This guy's a loser.
I don't know how to handle this at all. All advice is welcome. Cylindra says, if he has a dog, how can he not understand what it's like to love an animal? OP says he doesn't think cats actually have emotions or something. He's one of those people who thinks cats are evil and dogs are a saving grace, which was fine before. I understand not liking cats is almost as common as liking them. Cylindra also replies, I get that he might not like the cat himself, but not why he doesn't understand how you feel about the cat. A reply to that, I don't think it's unreasonable. After 16 years, the cat is part of the family. Of course, you want to make his passing as easy and safe as possible. If he doesn't get it, frankly, he sounds like a tool. First of all, let me say I'm still shaking. So if this is a rambled mess, I'm sorry. Well, all of your kind words from yesterday made me cry. Thank you all so much. I thought I would give some backstory to how my boyfriend and I met. It was through a support group, as I mentioned. Growing up until age 7, I had a very dad. When I was 7, he tried to unalive my mother and I, and luckily the cops intervened and took him away. My mom charged him, and he got put away. When the trial was done, we moved, and my mom gave me Moo. Don't judge the name. I was 8. We got Moo from a local shelter. I didn't fit in at the new school, and Moo was the best thing in my life. Back to the support group. I shared my story, and my boyfriend confronted me after, saying that he also had parents growing up, and we bonded over our similar situations. I didn't realize how much control he had over me until recently. He convinced me to stop seeing my therapist. We also stopped going to group. He used to tell me what to wear, how to style my hair. It's very curly, and recently I've been straightening it because he would always say it looked better. And what do we have to say about that, Sophia?
Break up. up.
Break up with this stinky mass of garbage that is congealed into the shape of a man.
Bye.
A few hours ago, I invited him over for lunch and to talk. Luckily, Moo was in my room sleeping. I told him what you guys said, saying that if it was his dog, he would be upset. He blew up. He told me that wasn't the point. The point was I wasn't committed to him or didn't care about us. He started throwing things like a glass and some books I had lying about and some picture frames. It was terrifying. I had never seen him this angry before, and I just reverted back to what I used to do as a kid. Curl up, cover yourself up as much as you can, and stay quiet. And let me just put another trigger warning here because it seems like there's been a lot of talk about households growing up. If you can't hear that, skip to the next story. Bless my roommate, however, who came home during this fit. She had brought the security guard because as she was walking in, she heard the shouting and the items breaking. My boyfriend was escorted out, hopefully by the scruff of his neck, and as he left, I just screamed, "Don't come back." I hope it sticks. I've blocked his number, and my landlady has been notified not to let him in, as have the guards. Next step is neighbors. I don't really know what to do from here. I emailed my therapist. Hopefully, she will let me come back. My mom is on the way over right now, and my roommate is with me too. I'm so terrified. I didn't realize how much control he had over me. I thought all his early behaviors were just because he had clingy issues from his own upbringing. I'm going to have a bath, relax, and let my hair go curly again and cuddle my baby. I'm really glad Moo was in my room. Thank you all for the help. I didn't think any of this was wrong until you guys brought it up. I still love him and feel bad for him. He had a crap upbringing too, and I'm sure he's messed up from it, but I'm going to try to move on. After my cat passes away, I'm going to move out from this place to somewhere he doesn't know about. Thank you all again. And there's an edit for anyone who wants to see Moo. I don't want to be identified in case anyone I know or in the future know would find this. That's why I made it a throwaway, as I do have a regular Reddit account. But just imagine this. A pretty big tomcat, mainly white, with 3 huge black spots on his back, leg inside of his head, minus the back right leg, and yellow eyes. An 8-year-old me thought he looked like a cow, and cows moo, hence the name Moo. He's pretty derpy, but he's mine. Another edit here. Moved to tears again by all your comments. Thank you. I'm going to log off this account now and hopefully never have a reason to use it again. Thank you all so much for the help. I love you all. And we have some comments from Azukar. As distressing as it must have been for you, I'm so glad he finally showed his true colors. But even more so that you were brave enough to end things for good. You're a strong woman, and getting back to therapy will make you stronger and more aware of the intentions of any future abusers who may want to prey on you because of what you've been through. By the way, curly hair is gorgeous. Seriously, wear your curls with pride. I also wish I had curly hair. I wish I had Alex's hair or your hair. I've always wanted that hair.
You have curly hair. Get out of here.
Lemonhead629 says, sorry you had to find out he's that way, OP. Sticking to your pew-pews and don't let him back in. He's controlling and most likely could have become physical if not for your roommate coming. Don't let the sob stories from him get to you. And another comment says, yep, he was trying to separate OP from Moo because they always try to take away our support systems. He couldn't stand there was anything you loved more than him. Good riddance and stay strong, OP. And that really is true.
Yeah, I mean, he even said that. He was like, oh, I'll finally be your main man.
Literally just a vile, just rotten black mass at the center of somebody for feeling that. It's crazy. And there are a lot of comments here. OP replies to this one. Relecki says, I'm pretty sure this comment will get lost among the others, but maybe you'll see it. And I think you need all the support right now, no matter how small. I'm sure it's hard to let him go and you still love him. It's not like you can fall out of love in a matter of seconds, but please, please, please stay strong and don't take him back under any circumstances. I'm sure you already know this as you seem like an extremely bright and sensible lady. Just maybe you need to read this in a weaker moment. Surround yourself with all of the support you can, family, friends, therapy, and take legal action if needed. I don't care how crap his upbringing was. It might be a reason to never an excuse. Don't let history repeat itself. Take care and cuddle your buddy. OP says, thank you. My mom got here a while ago and she said the same thing. Don't end up like she did. It's scary how I almost went into the same cycle. It's actually extremely common. I love him, but some of the things he screamed at me, like I hate that cat, I'll unalive him, amongst others, scared me. Well, he'd end up in a hole buried in my backyard if that happened to me. I'm sorry. I could never expose my cat to that. I won't go back to someone who would hurt something so close to me. Update 2, 6.5 years later.
oh, this is going to be a happy update. This is going to be like, I'm doing really well. My cat passed away, but I got a new cat named Moo too.
It's just going to be moo, but then the second moo is in the square position. Hi, everyone. This is kind of crazy. I was on my regular Reddit account. I'm an avid follower of this subreddit. When I saw my own post on here, I thought I would give some updates. Moo passed away around 4 months after this post. He was put down since his quality of life was declining rapidly, and while he could have lived maybe another 3 or 4 months, I didn't want that for him. He was in the last stages of kidney disease and needing so many injections of subcutaneous hydration to just keep him going. I miss him every single day. I still have his ashes with me, and I make sure to keep him in a sunbeam on the window. That was his favorite thing. That's so sweet. You truly loved Moo, and it shows. Regarding my ex, who we all hate, the embarrassing part of it is I still felt so badly for him for so long. I saw a comment on the original post that said it sounded like I was just looking for validation that his behavior wasn't okay, and I think that's true. Besides controlling my hair, he also pretty much decided everything in our relationship. What we did together, what we ate, the shows we watched. It seemed so small at the time that him never wanting to go to the places I picked or listen to the music I liked. It seemed normal. He always had a reason at first, but then eventually it was just because he didn't want to do those things. And for some reason, I let that happen. I did try to go back to that therapist and the group, but even after I told her and them what happened, I felt unsafe being there. For the first few months, he would stake out my apartment, and I couldn't trust he wasn't also following me to therapy. Maybe stake out isn't the right word, but he would leave letters and packages and stuff outside my building, so I knew he was there. Could be there at any time. Cops were not helpful since he never made himself known to me, although my roommate swears she saw him a couple times across the street. Basically just said to be careful. Cops are so useless when it comes to stalking. Or like,
They're like, oh, I can't do anything until something happens. And then it's like, well, something's happened.
essentially right now stalking law is like, until they you, we can't arrest them. My therapist and I moved to phone calls for a while. I don't know if this will surprise anyone, but turns out ex-boyfriend was into the nose clams. A lot of our flights, I now think that he was high for at least some of them, especially the last blow-up. He ended up getting in a fist fight with some dudes at a bar, and he was so effed up when he was booked. This was probably about a month or so after Moo passed away. I broke my lease, which my roommate, who I am still friends with, was really nice about. I moved back in with my mom, who lives in a different town, for a few months before finding another job just one town over from her. This was her suggestion. She wanted to keep an eye on me and make sure I didn't let him back into my life. She was and is my rock to this day. He got out after only a few months for good behavior, and while he didn't know where I lived, I'm extremely thankful for my mom. There are times when I would hear that his experience changed him via people I knew, and I would think maybe he was changed. I was so lonely without Moo, but my mom nipped those in the bud every time. She would ask me things like, even if you go back, what then? You get married and have kids? Do you think he would be a good father? It was sobering to think of what I experienced as a child being continued. Eventually, I steeled myself with the help of a new therapist suggested by my old one and worked on my self-confidence a lot, which is what I deserve. When the vid hit, I had a lot of time to kind of break down parts of my life that I didn't before. I have tried being in relationships since, but there was this underlying feeling of stress in each one. About 2 years ago, I figured out I think I am A-spec identity. Spicy sleep was always so uncomfortable for me. Even when it was physically enjoyable, I never really wanted the act. I just assumed this was trauma and fear of intimacy. That is what most people and therapists had told me. I am currently in a relationship with a lovely person who's non-binary, and we are both A-spec identity. We do kiss, but we rarely ever move beyond that. With them, there is no expectation for more. They are also from a less than happy childhood. They were in the foster system. But that isn't my story to share. Just know that I am happy. We have been together for a year, and they are so considerate and kind. They bring me flowers at least once a month. They make sure I can express myself, and they encourage my interests and actually want to hear about them. Most of all, they love my curly hair, and they love cats. I never adopted another cat after Moo. I think I was terrified for a long time that if I did, they could be used against me. My partner has 2 cats who I love. We are currently trying to work out moving in together. My place has a better location, but theirs is larger. We've decided to try and find a completely new place together that we can both agree on. But the process for rentals right now is horrid. There have been 2 places so far that we applied to and didn't get. And by the way, we promise you'll get in if you apply to listening to full episodes with stories like this. And all you need to do to apply is to search for OK Storytime on iHeartRadio or Apple Podcasts or wherever you listen to podcasts. And there you will find the archives. So much, 50 consecutive days worth. We do have a little bit more story left here.
What a lovely update.
Good update. We like that update.
To find out, like, OP's still working through a lot of trauma and, stuff, but, like, has a really good partner, living with cats, is ready to move in with someone again. That's really exciting.
Exciting times. My life is going great. I still have lots of trauma that I live with, but I know I can get back up when I fall. I have people I love who also love me, and I probably won't respond to any comments. I'll most likely delete this account in a few days. I don't need it anymore. But before I did, I thought leaving one last update was called for. Thank you for all your kind words and helping me find confidence to get out of that relationship. Much love to everyone. And that is the end of that story. And it is a great story, a great ending. And you know what? You didn't adopt another cat, but now you got 2 cats.
You got 2 cats and a partner. So who's winning now?
I forbid my girlfriend to spread her dog's ashes on our vacation. Good. My girlfriend, 29 female, and I, 28 male, have been together for 4 months. She had a dog that passed away a few months before we met. Started
tough.
off strong.
That's tough.
Mm-hmm. By the way, this comes from Overall Tomato 6664. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OK Storytime subreddit. So I've only spent the night at her place. I live with my sister and her 2 kids, so it's a little chaotic at my place. Girlfriend has a small 2 to 3 inch tall urn on her bedside table with her dog's ashes.
That's a pretty decent size.
Before she turns off her lamp to go to sleep, she always gives it a little tap on the top and says, "Good night," as though she is talking to the dog. I think it's weird, but I have never said anything.
Oh, OP, I know where this is going. I know where we're going.
I feel like we're going into a-hole territory very, very quick.
We're approaching it.
We were supposed to go away for the weekend, and on Friday, I was watching her pack and noticed she took the urn and put it in the top pocket of her backpack. What do you think, John? You taking those urns with you to go?
We going on a hike, man.
Going on a hike?
I wanted to see the sunset.
To go box.
Sue me. To go box is crazy.
I asked what she was doing. She said she didn't want to leave the dog behind. I told her she was not allowed to bring the urn as it made me very uncomfortable. Get over it. I didn't want to see it anytime we returned to our hotel room. I didn't want her talking to her passed away dog after we've had spicy sleep, i.e. before we go to sleep. Oh, it's weird. And frankly, she's been mourning this dog for too long.
Brother.
Dude, you got to have some pillow talk and then some urn talk,
Oh,
you know?
God, dude. Some dog talk.
My night,
Oh, my dogs.
Where my dogs at?
Pork.
What the dog doing?
She didn't argue. She simply started to unpack her bag. She told me to have fun on the weekend getaway, as she would not be coming.
Uh-oh. I sense a double entendre from that sentence.
Oh, that you
yo.
do. Hey, yo. I asked if she was seriously choosing a dog's ashes over me, your 4-month-old boyfriend.
Ooh.
Hey, whoa.
She said, and this is a bar, or ladies, take notes if you're ever dumping a dude.
Here we go.
She was choosing herself over me, as I could have spoken to her with kindness and empathy, but didn't. She also said that I didn't get to dictate how long she's allowed to grieve. Then she asked me to leave. She hasn't replied to my text. I think she's overreacting. My sister said she can see both of our sides. Am I the a-hole for thinking my girlfriend is weird for being so attached to her passed away dog's ashes? There is an edit. And there is copious updates.
Oh, wow.
Copious updates.
Wonder what more there could be.
But Johnny Palmy, what do you think of the story so far? Is OP the a-hole?
My brother in Christ has missed something completely, and that is the point. The point is that your girlfriend is mourning and feels for the dog. Why try to control her? Like, why? Now, is it fair for him to be like, yeah, she be like talking to the dog and stuff is like, it's a little different.
It's a little different.
know?
I mean, mourning and talking to a dog 7 months after it has passed away is definitely, unusual.
So I don't think
But it's
there's
not hurting anyone.
exactly. I don't think there's anything wrong again with him being like just like clocking like, oh, that's a little different. But you cross a line when it's like you're trying to control her and stop like, oh, like don't talk to the dog and don't all this time. One, why do you want to control her? And two, who cares?
Yeah.
She's the empathy. She's getting some sort of emotional relief from doing it.
Yeah, it's like if you only wanted to have spicy sleep in a fireman's outfit. That's not hurting anyone. It's weird, but I mean, like,
Sexy.
firemen are sexy. Like,
Yeah.
get over it. But we have some edits. The hotel was non-refundable and only a 3-hour drive, so I went on the trip without her. And edit 2, she started seeing a psychologist around the same time we started dating. She hasn't told me any specifics, but she said the trauma of suddenly losing her dog brought to the surface other trauma in her past. This is why I think she has been mourning for too long. She is still attached to the dog even after seeing a professional on a regular basis for several months. And unsurprisingly, Reddit has deemed this person an a-hole. We have some relevant comments and an update, but I think we agree with it. Let's get into the update. So
Let's do it.
we have a downvoted commenter saying, you aren't the a-hole, and I think it's really effing weird to travel with ashes. Dodged a bullet, in my opinion. You could have used nicer words, though. And OP responds, I don't think I dodged a bullet. She is a wonderful woman. I just didn't want to have a reminder of a passed away dog while we were supposed to be having fun and relaxing time. And another commenter says, hey, you're the a-hole. You do not get to tell her what she is allowed or not allowed to do, period. Who cares that she carries a little urn with her? I could understand if it's the size of a lamp, but it can fit into the palm of a hand. Saying goodnight to the ashes is not a big deal. I would be more concerned if every time she said goodnight, she broke down in a sea of tears, but she doesn't. It's something that brings her comfort. My first dog, as an adult, I had for 15 years. I still talk to his ashes sometimes. Okay, maybe it's not as unusual as we thought.
Hey.
I love that I still have a piece of my boy with me. Opie responding. She only had the dog for a few years. I think it was 8 or 9 when it passed. That's a lot of years. It was diagnosed with cancer and passed away a couple weeks later. And another commenter says, you're mad that she loved her dog that passed away of cancer. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Opie responds, the point I was trying to make was that having the dog for only a few years means she couldn't have been attached as someone who lost their pet of 10 plus years and raised them since it was a puppy. Huh? 8-9 years, John. And am I getting that right?
We're talking a 1 to 2 year difference. Was the dog 8 to 9 years old?
I think she had it for a few years, and then it was 8 to 9 when it passed. So I think she like adopted it maybe when it was like 3 to 4.
Bro needs to update his software because he's just not getting it.
You know, like parents that have a child die at like 3 or 4 definitely aren't heartbroken.
Oh yeah, dude. Like, listen,
you only had a couple years. Yeah, get over it. Not to compare our fur babies to our actual babies.
Yeah.
But
also clip that. Got him.
Got him. Commenter 3, dang bud, it's obvious you're lacking some emotions and or compassion. And OP responds, is it wrong for me not to want to be reminded of a passed away dog while we're on a weekend getaway? And commenter 4, honestly, your reaction and doubling down is far more weird than taking the ashes. You are a walking red flag. Your behavior shows you have a control issue. You should probably start seeing a therapist yourself. And trust me, you'll be going a lot longer than your now ex. I applaud her for choosing herself, her happiness, and her peace over you. And OP responds, I'm not trying to double down. I get that using the word, oh, wow, was wrong. That was my mistake. But maybe my girlfriend should have told me that's why she was canceling our trip, and we could have had a discussion. Instead, she decided to unpack and stay home. That seems like an overreaction. And also, I'm waiting for the drop of it being ex-girlfriend.
Oh.
That must be coming soon.
It has to be. If that does not come at the end of the story, I do not know what I'm going to do with myself.
Yeah, this is a little whack. And updates. We have an update the next day.
Oh, whoa.
Update, and I'm sure this will make a lot of you happy. I get it. I'm the a-hole. I texted my girlfriend to say I'm sorry for how I spoke to her and for dismissing her feelings. It was wrong. I also said I would like to apologize in person and offered to bring over her favorite takeout. She said, quote, all good. Dude, she's fine with it. She's so.
Oh, yeah.
She
Great.
wants to get back together.
We're back. We're back.
We're
It's
back.
amazing.
We're back to normal. Oh, she's fine. All good. Don't worry about an in-person apology. I gather the things you've left at my house. Let me know when you would like to come pick them up. Ooh. Stone cold.
Don't worry
Stone cold.
about an in-person apology.
OP's girlfriend works quick.
Dude,
Ex-girlfriend.
True.
I'm hoping she will still hear me out when I go to her place. And edit 3, to those of you DMing me who think I'm not the a-hole, but won't post a public comment due to the risk of being downvoted, please stop.
Cowards.
That is cowardly. To those saying my girlfriend is a lunatic, a sociopath, unhinged, a trauma dumper, has endless emotional baggage, in need of a mental institution, etc., please stop too. While myself and others may not understand what she is going through, that doesn't automatically make her mentally unstable. She has a good heart and a good head on her shoulders. Name calling is unnecessary and borderline crueler than I was.
Only
And
borderline.
this, John, is the final update.
Whoa. I don't know where else we have to go from here. The relationship has ended. It's got to be something a little nutty.
Well, let's see. So I shared this post with her thinking it might help her see that I was wrong and am owning it. See, babe? Bro, I bet you those last couple things were performative. He's like, I can use this internet clout to get babe back.
Who's farming karma now?
Yeah, dude.
OP.
And maybe it would open the door to a discussion. And that blew up in my face. I probably should have deleted some of the questionable comments I made in this thread. She texted to say, your things are now in a garbage bag on the porch. Pick them up sooner than later so they aren't stolen. Goodbye, my name. Please respect my wishes and don't text me anymore. We got some relevant comments. Commenter 1 says, not the a-hole. I understand that everyone grieves differently, but this is just kooky. I've had a few pets pass away, and I grieved for one dog for several months, so I understand her feelings and loss. If she brings the urn breaks and the ashes fly all over the place, or she loses it, will she have a psychotic break? That's a bit much.
Commenters, what are you doing? You cowards.
Yeah, you coward.
Stand up and say it to my face.
Come on, guys. Maybe she should have left the urn at home with a bowl of water and some kibble. OP responds. It is 2 inches
Here we
tall.
go.
Again, look at that's 2 inches.
Now we know why he was mad.
Yeah, that's 2 inches.
Now it nice.
It can only hold a few tablespoons at most. The rest of the ashes are kept in a scatter box. If the small one broke, she would still have the majority of the ashes. She has backup ashes.
Oh.
His girlfriend take the urn everywhere with her. OP responds. She doesn't take them anywhere outside her place, which is why I thought it was weird that she wanted to bring them on our trip. As others have pointed out, she probably just wanted to continue her bedtime routine of saying goodnight. I would ask her, but I've decided to give her some space. And commenter 2 says, imagine competing with a literal passed away dog. You're the a-hole.
So true.
You are the a-hole. OP responds. I'm not trying to compete with the dog. I just don't know of anyone else who talks to the ashes of their passed away dog. Commenter 3, your ex-girlfriend is awesome, which she kind of is.
Low key though.
Kind of is.
Like, yeah.
Too bad you simply couldn't grasp it before screwing it up. Hope you learned a lesson. And OP responds, in all honesty, the only thing I've learned is to keep my mouth shut when I'm uncomfortable, as I still don't fully understand why she can't be away for a night with her dog. Again, it's not that she can't be away. She just doesn't want you controlling how she grieves.
Yes.
She doesn't want you controlling. It's like something that doesn't matter. Something that doesn't matter. Yes, it might be a little unusual, but again, like, how is this? I don't understand why this is weirdly affecting you.
And it's like, I don't know. It's like so sweet. It's like cute. It's sweet.
Hey, it's
you know?
cute. It's cute.
Yeah. Little quirk.
Little quirk. She's a quirky girl. Commenter 4, that's because you are not a kind and understanding person. I'm glad she left you. And OP responds, she's been on international trips for weeks without her dog when it was alive. How is this any different? And did OP have pets in the past? OP responds, no, my parents never allowed it, and it was never something I had an interest in doing when I became an adult. I'm not anti-pet. I just have no experience to draw from. And yeah, OP was downvoted to oblivion. We have another update.
Oh,
2 days later.
oh, don't tell me he goes back. So OP doesn't understand when to give up. I am very fearful he is taking this I'm not going to give up energy back to X's doorstep.
I hope she blocks him. I hope she blocks him.
We need a physical block now.
Yeah.
Like,
just like maybe like a bunch of 2-inch
Yeah.
dogger, and he's like, oh, I can't get next to them. It's spooky. It's weird.
too big.
Updates for those of you who asked. This is the urn. By the way, you can listen to full episodes of this story and other stories just like it. Just go to the iHeart app, Apple Podcasts, or your favorite podcast app and search OK Storytime. Keep us in a little box in your ear holes or in an urn.
All day,
All day, every night. Some more relevant comments that OP responded to. So commenter 1, the ashes are still the dog emotionally. That's why she's choosing to bring them for comfort. And OP responds, I get that now. I was merely trying to explain why I thought our fun weekend plan ranked higher than an urn. I never said I was more important than her dog, just the remains. If I had taken the time to ask her about it instead of speaking to her like a child, maybe things would have played out differently than they did. And commenter 2 responds, you should have learned this lesson to approach people with kindness and empathy. She told you what was needed. And OP responds, I didn't realize it was still a touchy subject for her. Certainly not something to break up over. Commenter 3, you've only been together 4 months. You shouldn't be so attached to someone you've had in your life for so short a time.
Yeah.
Oh, it comes full circle. Boom. You have an unhealthy attachment to your ex-girlfriend, and you should talk to someone about it. It's not good for you or anyone. It's not healthy. And OP responds, so I'm not allowed to be attached after 4 months, but it's okay that my ex-girlfriend became attached to a dog in the same amount of time. Look at this. This is the point. Whoop. Oh, where'd it go?
Huh?
What?
What?
I think he just missed it.
Huh?
He just missed the point.
Huh?
And that's where it ends. That's where it ends.
You
But
ready?
Riley has the picture of the urn that
here we
ended
go.
a relationship.
Here we go.
Oh, that's the end of that story.
That's it.
But we got some more stories coming up for you right now.
Let's go.
My friend repeatedly disrespected my home boundaries, and I finally lost it.
Everyone's got their breaking point.
And there is a trigger warning at the top here. There is mention of animal cruelty in this story. It is not central, however.
Hopefully
Beware.
not.
Beware. Be ready. My boyfriend, 31 male, and I, 32 female, moved in together over a year ago. We were long distance at the beginning of our relationship, and I made the move to the Midwest from Colorado. I brought my 11-year-old dog, and he has a 7-year-old dog as well. By the way, this comes from user VeryAmWitches. And if you want to submit your own stories, go to the r/OK Storytime subreddit. So, here's a little backstory. In 2017, I had an ex-boyfriend who attempted to unalive my dog after I broke up with him for DV. I pressed charges, took him to court, and won. Thank God that he's got that on a criminal record now.
Absolutely. Jesus.
Yeah. With that trauma, I became cautious of who's around my fur baby and how long I leave him at home alone. My now boyfriend is the kindest human, and his dog is a little brother to my dog. We're one beautiful, happy, dinks with dogs family. Dual income, no kids.
Can't we just say don't want kids?
We are at the age where everyone is getting married, and traveling out of state has been almost a monthly occurrence. As I shared, I'm very cautious and paranoid about who watches our dogs if we go away. We had my boyfriend's father watch the dogs, but he always wanted them at his house and not ours. For safety and comfortability of our dogs, we asked my boyfriend's best friend to watch the dogs. They love their fur uncle, Frunkle. Nice. And we all know he'll be a good guardian while we're away. However, I am very strict with boundaries and respecting my home, and that's where the conflict comes in. Frunkle loves to sleep on our couch, even at times when he comes over with his friends and has too much to drink. He responsibly spends the night to avoid any DUIs. We have a guest bed in the guest room, fully stocked and prepped with any accommodations for having a guest, However, he absolutely refuses to sleep in the guest room. He claims that our couch is so comfortable that he prefers to sleep there.
This man loves this couch.
But haven't you experienced that?
Where I love sleeping on a couch?
Yeah, I mean, you've never laid on a couch and you were like, this is
better than
any
a
bed.
Honestly, I struggle to find couches that are more comfortable than my current bed because it's just perfect for me, you know?
Yeah. I get it. But, like, I also get this. I understand OP's friend's perspective. I shared with Frunkle that I don't want anyone sleeping on our $3,000
oh my God,
couch.
she's my mom. She's my mom. That's exactly what she does with Sam. She goes, stop sleeping on the couch. You're going to make it a mess.
Yeah, $3,000 couch. We wanted to have nice furniture when we moved in together, and the couch was one of those pieces we wanted to maintain well. He said that he'll try, but will most likely sleep on the couch.
That's so funny. To like your friends are like, hey, don't sleep on the couch. He's like, ooh, I'll give him my best shot, but that couch.
It's too good. If you added more flavor on top of that, where it's like, don't sleep on the couch because it does this, or like if you like don't wear your clothes that you wore at the bar, or like don't like
if there were
more subsets. I need more. It's like, okay, now I understand. Frunkle asked if his girlfriend could help watch the dogs. I'm very good friends with his girlfriend, so I surely didn't mind, but only if they slept in the guest bedroom. Frunkle refused and said, I hate that bed so much. And that room is so hot. I love the couch because it's massive and comfortable. I hang off the end of the bed and I don't like it. He's 5'11" and it's a queen-sized bed. His girlfriend doesn't mind, but she shared she wants to sleep wherever he sleeps.
Is there enough room on this couch for them both to sleep on the couch?
If there's enough room for 2 people to sleep on this couch comfortably, you need to stop gatekeeping this amazing couch.
I want to know what couch you got.
You need to let these people sleep. The
link.
couch is made to be slept on if 2 people can fit in it comfortably. After the last trip, I told my boyfriend that I don't want Frunkle to help watch the dogs if he can't respect our boundaries and wishes for our home. We do pay him and his girlfriend compensation for taking the time to dog sit for us, and he still refuses to sleep in the guest bedroom. We let him bring his entire PC setup. He's a huge gamer, as my boyfriend is as well, and set it up on my $1,500 dining table.
Oh my God. Okay. OP.
Now we're getting ridiculous.
OP. What is he? What's the computer gonna do?
Yeah, like, do you think he's like throwing it around like a ball, where it's like he just slam, scratching up the surface? He's like, his mouse has spikes on the bottom of it, is scratching up the table.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, OP's energy is very much like, I will send you an invoice for this couch if you keep sleeping
which
on
is
it.
like a weird
and he's
energy.
Like, dude, your husband is my best friend.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like both of their energies
super close.
I think both of their energies is a little bit weird.
I've done my best to make accommodations for him to be comfortable. We're traveling again in May for Mother's Day, and I asked if they were free to watch the dogs. And yes, I did voice that I didn't want them to sleep on my couch. Frunkle said, F that bed. I hate it. And if you don't want me to sleep on your couch, find someone else to watch the dogs. I was then told by his girlfriend, he doesn't even do anything for the dogs. I'm the one feeding them, letting them out, and making sure they're taken care of. And I was frustrated to learn that I was paying him and he wasn't completing his responsibilities. I told his girlfriend that she can watch the dogs without him and we'll just compensate her. She shared that she knows he'll want to still come over and spend the night on my couch. I told my boyfriend that we're going to have to hire a dog sitter because we'll pay them cheaper than our friend's asking price, and they'll actually respect our home. My boyfriend agreed that his best friend had the opportunity to change his mindset, and it'll be better to hire a dog sitter who can accommodate us and our home with our dogs. I shared with Frunkle's girlfriend, it's sad and ridiculous to admit that I can't have you both watch our dogs because he can't respect our home and our wishes when we are also compensating him for his time. It would be understandable if he did it for free, but this isn't the case. She agreed with my choice and shared the news of being let go as the dog sitters with Frunkle. His response was, if that's how it's going to be.
It's just like a weird energy from him.
I mean,
like, I understand that she's maybe being like overly protective of this couch, but I just think it's like weird to like, if a friend is paying you and they're like, hey, just don't sleep on the couch. Like, I don't think I would be like, but the couch, I've got to sleep. I don't think I would react that way either. Okay, for example, I'm thinking from the perspective if I said to someone, hey, take your shoes off in my house, because this is a thing I do. And they were like, no. Like, I'm not going to come over to your house because I'm not going to take off my shoes. I'd be kind of pissed.
I feel like it's like, yeah, I get that, but this feels different. Because it's like imagine just being like, I sleep the dreamiest, slumberiest sleep on your couch.
But what if they're
Now,
like, I love walking around houses with shoes on?
Different. That's different.
The sleep, man.
It's different. Sleep is sacred.
I don't know. I just think his response is weird.
I would understand though 100%, and I agree with like OP being like, yeah, you and your girlfriend not sleeping on the couch,
Yeah,
not going there. Let's not throw any of that into the mix.
for sure.
Just we're gonna keep the couch a sacred place. She agreed with my choice and shared the news of being let go as the dog sitters with Frunkle. His response was, if that's how it's going to be. And shortly after, my boyfriend shared with me that Frunkle was sour on Discord about the feedback. Some friends are saying I'm too strict, but my boyfriend understands that I'm all about respecting someone's home. And for our home, I just wanted him to respect the rules and boundaries of our home. And because he didn't want to, I said fine, and found someone else who can respect my home at a lower compensation while attending to our dogs. I'm writing into this because I've been listening to the podcast, and his girlfriend also wanted to know what everyone's thoughts are. So, am I the a-hole, or was I truly just standing up for my home and boundaries?
And there is an update.
I
don't think you're the a-hole. I think you might be too strict, but that is your right in your own home. I think it is your right to be strict on this. It's your home, and
yeah,
like maybe I'd be a little bit weirded out if someone told me that, but also I wouldn't respond in that way if I was your friend, or
Yeah.
even the husband's friend. I would not talk to.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, F this. I'm not.
That's why I feel like they're probably
they're
super
paying
close.
him.
They've got to be like it's got to be.
The thing is, he's not really
and
providing them
closeness.
he's not doing them a favor.
Well, yeah, and then the girlfriend being like, and he doesn't even do anything.
He's not
anyway.
even
It's
doing
like, yeah.
anything. Yeah, he is not doing them a favor.
No. He's just like, I'm
He's
chilling at
being paid.
my buddy's house. He's probably got more money than him, whatever. I've got friends with way more money than me. It's just, there's a spectrum. So maybe he's thinking like, yeah, I'm chilling at my rich buddy's house. Yeah, his couch is $3,000. I sleep on it. And she's like, you cannot sleep on a $3,000 couch.
And
he's like,
so messed up.
Oh, I see. So you're getting rich and snobby now.
Yeah,
like, great,
yeah.
great. But it's
That
like really more
really-
just like, if someone does tell you that they don't want you sleeping on their couch,
Yeah.
now you have to enter the negotiation phase.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, no. It's like,
Exactly.
it's their couch.
You can't say no. It's like you can, in your mind, you can be like, that's kind of silly. Or
But-
a little bit, but like, don't.
What you can do is say,
Yeah.
if I can't sleep on that couch, I'm out.
Which is kind of what he did.
Yeah. It's, again, it's the negotiation phase. But we do have an update. Let's get into it. So below are some items that get lost in comments for clarifications. My boyfriend and the girlfriend of Frunkle encouraged this post, so they are very aware and supported the literature. As said in the comments, yes, my boyfriend and I have slept in the guest bed. We do when we're too lazy to pull out the sheets on our California king bed. Or
Ooh.
if there's a load of laundry needed to be put away and we're simply too lazy for that. As said in the comments, yes, we have had numerous guests stay in the guest bed in the guest room with no complaints. Rather, they embraced how comfortable and cozy the room and bed are. Just imagine this is a war where like OP's like, I put so much
This is
effort into my
ridiculous.
guest
People
room.
love this bedroom.
Why won't he sleep in it? There are 5 to 8 pillows to accommodate their pillow preferences,
Oh,
4
Lord.
different blankets,
That's
a
too
heated
many.
blanket, and a bed sheet. We also offer toiletries, guest towels, and even spicy wrappers
What?
for intimacy. What? Or now it's really weird. Yeah, he's like, I don't want to sleep in the slam jam thank you ma'am room.
I'm
I'd rather
sorry,
sleep on the
I
couch.
actually would not want to sleep in this room now that I know that they're encouraging intimacy.
Yeah, dude, now I'm
I'd be like,
100% on this guy's side.
They're like, no, I don't want to sleep in the spicy sleep room.
As said in the comments, we purchased the furniture with Nameless Furniture Store because we don't do free sponsors. It was our first big couple purchase, and we host 90% of our events for friends and family since we're the ones with the only house rather than an apartment. We want all guests to feel comfortable by having a clean and welcoming home.
I'm still hung up on the protection in the drawers.
It's
I
just like
hate
a
that.
they've got it in like a candy bowl, like next to the bed. No, we do not hate Frunkle, and yes, we will stay friends with him. He's a longtime neighborhood friend and childhood friend of my boyfriend. Instincts on point. Let's go. He will eventually be the best man at our future elopements. Since we have told him he and his girlfriend are relieved of watching the dogs, he asked my boyfriend, well, dude, she hates me, huh? And he replied, no, she just doesn't want you to sleep on our couch. And because you don't want to, she's not going to argue with you anymore. And she found someone else, as you instructed. It's fine. She's not mad. Very reasonable.
There we go.
I like that whole exchange.
There we go.
Yes, we have considered asking his girlfriend to solely watch the dogs, but we also believe it's low-key ridiculous to not have him come over if she's there, so we just eliminated any conflicts because he could just sneak in. Yes, we have considered other friends, but with my dog's old age routines, we believe they wouldn't be able to upkeep the needs for him. My 11-year-old Pomeranian Papillon mix has pre-kidney disease and needs to relieve himself every 2 to 4 hours. The house sitting is necessary for his care. Our other dog is a long-haired corgi, and he's okay with long periods of absence from us. Reminder, my ex almost unalived my dog, so I'm very cautious about who my dog is with. We do not want the dogs to be at my boyfriend's dad's house because he doesn't have a fenced-in backyard. It just leads right to the forest. There are sights of deer and coyotes, and if the dog runs away, he's too old to chase them to bring them back. We have a fenced and gated backyard where our dogs can comfortably explore and be a dog. Yeah, I think that's really low-key underrated. It's like, don't have the dogs at a place where they can run off into the woods because that's how a scary movie is going to start. You don't want to be caught up in a scary movie. We understand the importance of finding a dog sitter. I used online services for an emergency once, and I am also a dog sitter myself. So I'm familiar with the process and procedures. Yes, there are horror stories online, but we did a meet and greet, and I'm confident we found our permanent sitter. Before I moved in, my boyfriend lived like a bachelor pad. Blue couch for free from Facebook Marketplace, no guest bed, and a free dining room table from Facebook Marketplace. Are we shaming that? Why are we shaming that? Frunkle slept on that couch after board game nights or other boys' nights they had at the house. Not an issue. It's keeping people safe. After I moved in, we made some aesthetic adjustments and accommodated friends who needed a place to crash after enjoying events at our home. We gained a sectional that sat 12 people.
Dang. That's why 2 people can fit on that comfortably.
Yeah, I'm sleeping on that couch. So we gained a sectional that sat 12 people, a dining table to fit 10 people, and a fully furnished guest room. Frunkle did attempt the guest bed several times and still disliked it, while our other friends have stayed in the same bed, claimed it was comfortable. He had the freedom to change the thermostat, open the windows, etc. My dining table is one of my favorite pieces. I have a food vlog, so most of my content is represented on the table. But to accommodate his hobbies, we agreed he can bring his massive PC and 2 screen monitors to game at the house. For those who didn't read the entire post, I understand it's long and thorough. But for those who read word for word, hats off to you. And I appreciate the effort. As you may have learned, I'm a very particular individual, and I do not condone disrespect. I feel like that's the best way to put it, because it's not like OP's being an a-hole.
No.
I don't feel like OP's being like, that's our $3,000 couch, you peasant.
OP's
it's more just like
very strict and very particular.
Yeah, and if I spent $3,000, I wouldn't spend $3,000 on a couch, but if I did, I'd be like, I'd be invested in its, upkeep for sure. I did my best to let it go, but it hurt to know that after many attempts to make accommodations for him and even providing compensation, I still got slapped in the face with that, F that guest bed, I'm sleeping on the couch. And if that's still a problem, find somebody else. You can't make everyone do what you want, and that's their decision. To save our friendships, I made the executive decision to relieve him and his girlfriend from future requests to dog sit and find someone who doesn't mind my expectations. I just wanted to know if I'm truly the a-hole, or did I do the right thing to stand up for myself, my home, and our overall friendship. By the way, you can stand up, you can sit down, you can anything in between. You can be listening to full episodes with stories like these. Just go to your podcast platform of choice, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, search OK Storytime, and then just go crazy.
And then you're off to the races.
We have a little bit more story left. You have anything to kind of tie this up?
I'd probably have a few inner thoughts about it, but I think at the end of the day, it's her house, kind of her rules.
I only wish one thing. I wish that I could have gone to OP's friend ahead of time.
Yeah.
And taught him the art of negotiation.
Because he did a pretty terrible job at it.
And you have leverage, my guy. You'd be like, I don't know if I'm comfortable.
Yeah.
in your spicy tango dungeon.
I don't know if
with
that's my
8
vibe.
pillows. Too many pillows.
Too many pillows.
And if you're 5'11" and you've got 8 pillows on the bed, your feet are hanging off at the end. So boyfriend and I went on a double date with Frunkle and girlfriend. Frunkle gave me my favorite flowers and apologized for his behavior and extended his value of importance of our friendship.
hell yeah.
Very nice. He was very sincere, and he said that if we gave him another chance in the future, he'd still love to watch our dogs because they love each other, and he will sleep in the guest bed moving forward.
Wow. He came around.
I trusted you, dude. I stood up for you. Now I've been left a fool alone on
the
Couch
couch.
Island. So we had a great time out on the town and ended the night with some ice cream.
That sounds yummy.
Moral of the story, stand up for yourself, and your friends who truly love and care will respect you. Thank you, everyone. And that is the end of the story. Well, that's
There you
actually kind of a
go.
lie because it said, thank you, everyone. And then it said XOXO.
Gossip girl.
So that's really the end of the story.
Yeah, thank you. My boyfriend is allergic to my dog. It ruined our relationship.
That's my play-by-play of that relationship.
And that was a short play by Dakota.
That's a one-act play right there.
I, 23 female, and my boyfriend, 25 male, have been together for 2.5 years. We met on Hinge and instantly connected and have been inseparable since. When we first started dating, I told him that I have a dog. His name is Theo. I got him in 2020 when he was a puppy. Theo is 4 now. By the way, this comes from initial example 4440, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OKStorytime subreddit. My boyfriend is allergic to animal fur. When we first started talking and dating, I asked if it would be an issue. He said no. Tale as old as time.
A lie as old as man's best friend.
He has family members that he visits on holidays who have pets, so he just takes an over-the-counter allergy med, and that seems to do the trick for him. So whenever he would come over to my place, he would take his allergy medication. He wouldn't interact with Theo much, like petting him, playing with him, and letting him be near him much in general. I would also make sure Theo would leave my boyfriend alone and give him the space that he needs so he doesn't have a bad reaction, even with the allergy med. I would also make sure to clean the house to limit the amount of dog fur around before he would come over. Everything was perfect and we had a good system. If I would go over to his place, I would make sure to put on clothes that were clean and had no dog fur on them so I wouldn't be leaving/tracking it into his house. About 6 months ago, my boyfriend and I decided to get our own place together. Oh no.
Okay.
The thing is, I don't think I could live with a person who had a cat.
I don't know. I've seen a lot of stuff about treatments for allergies like
I've
this.
taken treatments.
Yeah, but
and
when did you
it's-
take them?
When I was in middle school to high school.
So now you've got 10 more years worth of science behind these treatments. Maybe
they're
that'll work.
probably better.
This is me right now.
This is, I was going to say, we should refer to our resident allergic man.
cat.
Yeah.
Cat allergic man.
So we rented a condo that was pet friendly because wherever I go, Theo comes with me. My boyfriend and I thoroughly communicated about what that would look like with his allergy. One being that he should get an allergy medication from his doctor rather than an over-the-counter med, so that it would be stronger and help him out more. Our condo has 2 stories, so we put a dog gate up so Theo doesn't have access to the upstairs, where our bedroom and bathroom are. I also vacuum every other day to limit the amount of fur and keep it controlled. I also give Theo baths about once every week and a half and brush him nearly every day. So far, for the past 6 months, this has really worked. We have the system so Theo can have access to the entire main floor, and he's not just cooped up in a cage or separate room all the time. I know I do a lot of work to keep my boyfriend's allergies down, but he helps out around the condo a lot too. Household chores-wise, we have things pretty balanced. But recently, for the past month, my boyfriend has brought up multiple times that he doesn't know how much longer he can handle having Theo here. Yes, we have a good system, and yes, his allergy medication works well, which I bring up every time he mentions it. I try to understand what issues he's having, and all he says is that he doesn't like having to constantly be worried about his allergies and Theo being around. He's expressed to me that he feels trapped in his own house, having to constantly worry. I try to see his side of it all, but I also mentioned to him that from the beginning, he knew that Theo and I are a package deal, and that we have to work through this together. Everything seemed to be perfect till out of the blue, my boyfriend seemed to completely flip on things. He does love Theo and loves going on walks with him and interacting with him for just a few minutes before he has to stop, and he's expressed this. We've had this conversation multiple times, and it always comes to the conclusion of both of us not really seeing eye to eye. It got to a point where he would get home from work, we would eat dinner, and then he goes right upstairs to get away from Theo. He seemed to form a hatred towards him. Now, when I try to have a conversation with him about it, he just shuts it down and won't talk to me about it. 2 weeks ago, when he got home from work, I had dinner ready and he didn't even say hi to me or eat. He just went right upstairs. Again, when I tried to talk to him, he shut me down. About a week ago, that's when things took a turn for the worst. My boyfriend said that one of his friends, Mike, and his girlfriend, Sarah, would be coming over for dinner and to hang out last weekend. I work from home, so I was able to spend the afternoon cleaning the condo, cooking appetizers and the meal, and preparing some mixed drinks. I was excited to see them because I haven't seen Mike in a while, and I haven't met Sarah yet. Usually when we have guests over, I will put Theo in a separate room so he's not in the way and disturbs our guests too much. But my boyfriend told me I don't have to do that for them. They love dogs. Once Mike and Sarah came over, I instantly noticed the vibes were a little off. They seemed to be paying more attention to Theo and wanted to get to know Theo more than spend time with my boyfriend and me.
Ugh, you didn't. You did not do this, boyfriend. What are you doing? Do we see the ICU yet?
Oh, no.
Yes. What? Come on, dude.
Oh, no.
What are you doing? You're setting up adoptions?
I was rooting for you.
Why are you setting up
We
adoption?
were all rooting for you. Once dinner was over, I started cleaning up and Sarah offered to help me while the guys grabbed a drink and went to sit on the couch. Sarah and I got to chatting and I told her how much I love her presence and she and Mike seem like an amazing couple. She then replies with, yeah, we've been taking some big steps together. We're getting an apartment and Theo seems like he would fit really well into our lives. He's a really great dog. What do you even say to that?
He's not up for adoption?
I think I would be like, oh yeah, he is a great dog.
He's
Were you thinking about it going to a breeder?
Yeah.
Were you thinking about adopting?
Adopt, don't shop.
I'm taken aback and excuse myself and ask my boyfriend if we could talk. Him and I go upstairs and I tell him what Sarah said to me. He admits he invited the two of them over so they could possibly adopt Theo. He did this all behind my back and I had no idea this was his intention. I instantly snap at him and yell, Theo comes before you. He is my priority. I take care of him and the house to help you. If you can't be grateful for that effort, I don't know if I can continue with you. He comes before you. I then go downstairs and ask Mike and Sarah to leave. I am enraged. And you'll never be enraged if you listen to full episodes of stories just like this. Well, actually, I suppose you might be enraged.
You may.
You might be enraged.
However, we'd never be enraged
No.
at you for listening
No.
to them.
And you can find them on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or iHeartRadio if you just search up OK Storytime. But there is a little bit left to this. Man, oh man.
Yeah. I leave now if I'm the guy.
Yeah.
If I'm the partner, I'm like, okay, so you put the dog before me.
But
I'm going to go now.
The thing is that it was kind of a, not perhaps like a valid reaction, but it makes sense why OP reacted like that because he went behind her back and tried to get rid of her dog.
Also,
without telling her.
I would have a very serious, that's, no one's really completely in the right here in this situation.
No,
It's
I
like,
agree. I think that all of this could have been solved if there had been a really serious conversation about how he was feeling. And you know, her thoughts on the situation of saying like, well, I can't get rid of my dog. So if you can't handle this, which is okay, where do we go from here? I then pack a bag for Theo and me, and we are now staying at my parents' until further notice. I don't know if I can forgive my boyfriend for this. I can't trust him to be alone with Theo anymore. My boyfriend has been texting and calling me, asking if we can talk this out, but I'm just too mad to say anything to him. Is it worth flushing 2.5 years down the drain because he tried to sell my dog? So am I the a-hole for telling my boyfriend my dog comes before him? And there are some comments. Commenter 1, not the a-hole. You were crystal clear from the start that Theo is family. Your boyfriend's sneaky attempt to rehome him was a massive breach of trust. A partner who truly loved you would never put you in that position. He knew the deal from the start. You're right to be furious. Another person says, right, what would have happened if OP wasn't home? Was boyfriend just going to give away her dog without telling her? I don't think that's also
a jump.
It's an assumption. And she could talk to him and say, like, what was your plan there? Was it, bring them and show me that, someone else could provide them a home? Or was it, I'm going to take the dog? OP says, thank you. Comments like these have definitely helped me through this and trying to process everything in my head. Part of me regrets saying that Theo comes before him out of undeniable anger, but it's been said. Can't take it back now. Over the past 20 hours, I've had a lot of time to think about everything we both did wrong and where we could have tried to fix it. We're both in the wrong for things that happened through our relationship, but my boyfriend doing this was the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm done with him, and I'm never putting myself and Theo in a situation like this again. Being allergic to animals will be a deal breaker for future partners. Wow.
I think that's a little extra. Not going to lie. You're free to make that boundary, but it seems a little extra to me.
Comment 2, the allergy excuse is such bull. What? I'm allergic to dust, dander, and asthma. I have 3 cats and a dog. Okay.
Okay, I hate that comment. I legit hate that comment.
I hate that comment
that was
because people have different allergies. It's like, I'm allergic to. It's like saying like, oh, I have a knee problem. People in wheelchairs are such bull. Like, what? Comment 3, I can understand him thinking he can handle it and discovering he can't. That's fair enough. We're human and sometimes we don't know until we're in a situation. I agree with that. But his response to get rid of your dog without even discussing this with you is unforgivable. Comment 4, not the a-hole. Think yourself lucky that he showed who he is and you were able to intervene. Seen/heard too many stories where someone comes home and their beloved dog or cat has just vanished. Don't go back and give him a second chance to get rid of Theo for good. Theo's a keeper. Your ex-boyfriend is last week's garbage.
Again, it
Dang.
seems pretty harsh for of a jump to be like, he set this up. He's like, we're going to have these people over. Like,
I don't think
it wasn't like he was like,
jump to that.
gonna take the dog to them without her knowing. Like,
Yeah. I think this could have been like avoided if they had that actual conversation. The solution would have just been to move out, but I think because he has broken that trust in the relationship, that is kind of when they went into maybe a point of no return.
I refuse to have animals inside of my home. My friend got offended.
Why? Are you Cruella de Vil or something?
I don't like dogs. I never have been fond of them, but I don't judge people who have dogs as long as they are responsible. I have a group of friends and we host events at our house like parties, potlucks, game nights, etc. About 2 months ago, my friend got a service dog for her seizures and I was already planning on hosting a potluck. However, I didn't want a dog at my house. She sheds a lot. So I decided to choose a camping area where we could all have fun and enjoy ourselves. It would be so messed up to deny my friend from coming over with the dog that she needs. By the way, this comes from Waka Waka A, and if you want to submit your own stories, go to r/OKStorytime subreddit. So this has been going on ever since my friend, let's call her Sarah, got a service dog. Today was my turn to host, and one of my friends, let's call him Jacob, suggested we do a game night. I told him that I would rather have events outside of my house, and, well, we don't have anything to connect my PS4 outside. I suggest maybe we could do a movie night instead and go out to the movies. Jacob was confused and asked why I stopped doing game nights at my house, and I explained that I don't want animals. I'm sorry, I said pets. That was wrong of me. I didn't catch that in my house, let alone a dog that sheds. No one batted an eye, but Sarah started to question me, asking if she's no longer welcomed in my house. I'm an ableist, and I told her I would rather host things outside of my house if she is going to need a service dog. The times we all spend together are arranged in advance. I chose to do things away from my house so I wouldn't have to have the service dog in my house. If I had the type of arrangement that meant coming over to my house, I would make myself put up with a hairy situation, but I don't have to do this current arrangement. Sarah was not having it and started calling me an ableist and unfair to her and her dog. She said I've changed ever since she got her service dog, and I was baffled by everything she was saying. We ended up not hosting anything, but it ended up being so awkward that everyone started to leave the group call. Honestly, can't tell if I should be ashamed of myself. Am I the a-hole? Edit, because I explained it horribly. I want to thank Agreeable League 366 for allowing me to use their comment to clear out the confusion I caused for a lot of people. See the comments below. Edit 2, I'm seeing several comments saying I should have told her beforehand. The thought of telling her that she and her dog aren't welcomed anymore, therefore no one else in the group is. Just feels mean. But if anyone has suggestions on how I can word or future references, please feel free to do so. And I think we got Agreeable Leagues 366's comment here. My friends only come over if I'm hosting something. But if they did come over to my house to just hang out, then yeah, I put up with a service dog in my house. I think this is what was causing a lot of the confusion people are having. It's like saying if she came over to hang, I'd let the dog in. Instead, I believe you mean that the times you all spend together are arranged in advance so you can choose to do things away from your house so you don't have to have the dog in your house. If you had a different type of relationship, you would make yourself put up with a hairy situation, but you don't have to in your current type of relationship. Wow, I just made that as clear as mud, didn't I? You're right, it's hard to put into words. Anyway, if you don't want a dog in your house, you don't have to. It seems like it's putting a strain on your relationship though. Maybe from how you worded it combined with some new behavior you are exhibiting without realizing it that she has picked up on, she's become offended. Not the a-hole. You might need a one-on-one with her to fix your relationship, just not at your house. Because the dog would have to come too.
Listen, honestly, thinking about that a lot more, I feel like OP isn't really doing anything crazy wrong.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like he's not saying we can't hang out anymore because now you have a dog and I don't want your dog around. They're saying like, yeah, let's still do these group hangouts. I would just prefer to not have a dog in my house, so let's just do them somewhere else. You know, like that seems perfectly acceptable because I mean,
planning it in advance.
Yeah, and if this is usually like the hosting house, like I don't know, I get how that can probably feel uncomfortable. As what was it, Sarah that had the dog?
Mm-hmm.
That can probably feel uncomfortable being like, oh, it's because of me that we can't go to this house anymore.
Yeah.
That would feel bad. So maybe just a conversation with her one-on-one.
Yeah.
But
we got an update throwaway here because people know my regular account. I'm honestly still shocked about everything that has happened. All was fine for a couple of days or so. Thought Sarah showed up uninvited, never happened before, and I don't like uninvited guests, but I let it slide this one time because she was my friend with her service dog, golden retriever, and what I believe her mom's regular pet, husky mix. So she brought 2 dogs. The husky was panting and trying to jump on me, but I would back away and slightly hold the door closed while poking my head out. For now, Sarah was holding back from his collar. Keyword for now. I asked her what's up, and she said she wanted to drop off some cookies for me. I smiled and thanked her because I thought it was nice. She even made them herself. She said she also wanted to pick up something that Ed, part of the friend group of 4, left here, like a keychain or a small decoration. I'll call it a keychain because it looked like a keychain to me. Ed lives the farthest, so supposedly Sarah came over to pick it up for him and give it to him on the day she hosts when it was her turn. I told her sure and asked how it looked. She waltzed around with both of the dogs, and I stopped her and asked, whoa, what are you doing? She looked at me confused and said, I'm gonna get Ed's keychain. I told her if she wanted to personally get it herself, she cannot bring the big dog inside, only her service dog. So take that dog outside. She made a frowny face and said, he's an emotional support dog. I told her that it is not the same and that I won't allow him inside. She pouted and said, fine, just let me text Ed and let him know it'll take a little longer. From there, she set both of her leashes down and her husky went bonkers. Needless to say, I punted her out and her mom's dog made a whole mess, including jumping on me and licking my face. I still can't get over the fact that he broke the vase my mother, who is no longer with us, gave me. It was so beautiful, and I've had it for 12 years. Sarah apologized, and I got her the keychain, which I could have easily brought her over and given to Ed. That cleaned around for a bit and took a shower. At night, I decided to snack on the cookie, and heck broke loose for a while after eating them. I ate like 10, effing started to swell up and struggled to breathe, so I went to look for my EpiPen. I haven't used it in a long time, but my dumb butt couldn't remember where I put it, but when I did, I used it immediately and headed to the hospital in case my allergies stayed once the EpiPens were off.
Oh my gosh, she poisoned him. Oh my gosh.
This woman... Dude, what?
I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt and hope that it's an accident.
No.
But if they've been friends for a while, come on.
Okay. Before we keep going, 1, Angie, you know I don't like it whenever you bring your dogs to my house.
Sure.
Because Juno, which is a husky, is very hairy and I don't like it. And you also know I have a peanut allergy.
Right.
So you come over to my house with both dogs running around.
Yeah.
And you give me peanut cookies.
Of course.
And you're giving her the benefit of the doubt right now.
Maybe she doesn't know about the allergy.
But how you literally said they've been friends for a while.
Well, I know. That's why I'm part of me. I want to believe that this is a mistake and that she didn't just straight up poison OP.
No, there was malicious intent. It's a keychain.
Yeah, I don't know
Keychain.
why she didn't just stay outside
Yeah.
and just wait for him to get it or her. We don't actually know OP's gender, but I wish that she just would wait.
I got home with my medication and another EpiPen, which I will bring with me at all times from now on after that traumatic nightmare. As upset as I was about Sarah being cold to me for even bringing her mom's emotional support dog to my house, I still gave her the benefit of the doubt and thought she forgot that I had a nut allergy. I brought it up in text and told her what happened. She apologized and acted all mortified. Conversation later shifted when she mentioned the whole, why can't I come in with my dogs? Bro, you literally tried to kill me.
We've talked about this so many times.
I repeated to her that her service dog can come in, not a pet dog. It became an argument, and she dropped a bomb on me with a huge wall of text. In the end, she said, and I quote, copy paste, this is why I put pecans in your effing cookies. If you want to play ableist, then so will I.
Oh!
Smiley face.
Oh my gosh. She did do it on purpose.
And by the way, you will be an ableist if you don't go to your favorite podcast platform, type in OK Storytime, and look at all the stories we have for you. Don't be an ableist like this guy.
You can't accuse them of that. It's not the same.
To me it is.
It's not the same.
Anyways.
But do it anyway, but.
Can we sue?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, honestly, like, at least, like, he went to the hospital. You could sue for hospital bills. We've got text proof that she was doing this on purpose and totally lying about it.
Yeah, and it sounds like OP's got a little touch of OCD here from what I've seen.
I mean, maybe.
I know they don't like dog hair. I don't know, but
Well, I mean, it could just like
I don't
things
know.
being clean.
I'm just
but-
throwing stuff out here. I can't diagnose anybody.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? I want to now. I'm diagnosing OP with this. So it's a respect thing, and it seems like he's
Absolutely.
gone above and beyond to accommodate this person to be a part of the friend group, even though he's not comfortable with the dog in their house. But this person is just throwing big words around that aren't real.
Yeah, like they had this whole conversation about him not wanting like the dogs at all in his apartment. And then, she was like, ableist, had that whole fight. And then it sounds like eventually now he's come around and he's like, you know what? Fine. Like your pet dog can come in. I understand that.
Yeah.
Like I respect you and your disability and what you need to support that and everything. Just know like pet dog. Like that's the only
Pet
reason
service
it's allowed.
dog.
Yeah. The only reason it's allowed is because you need it, No, you don't need an emotional support pet dog like this.
Last little bit here, a bit of context. Sarah was diagnosed with BPD. Please be aware that not everyone with BPD is like this. So I understand how she feels because I have BPD myself. This has gone way too far. I've been contemplating on whether I should file claims or not. And I know that sounds stupid. We've been friends since middle/high school, so of course she knows. But I've always seen her as a really close sister. But this friend wanted to harm me, and it hurt so much that she went this far for revenge. Anyways, I'm taking legal action tomorrow, and maybe I'll give an update about this, but as of now, I got screenshots and have blocked her everywhere, and I'm still keeping a low profile so she doesn't delete the messages, hopefully.
What my gosh. Yeah, please do. I really would love to know.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
What the
Because she didn't even try to harm you. She did. She absolutely did. She literally came in with a poison apple. It was like, hello, little lady. Like, can I give you this apple for being such a sweet, kind princess? Turns out that old lady was actually the evil witch or the evil queen. So what the heck, man?
This account has been suspended.
What?
My dog ate my neighbor's drone, and now he wants to take me to court. What should I do? My name's Riley. And John, what should OP do? Go to court?
You know what OP definitely shouldn't do? Capture a possum from the wild. Oh my God.
Oh, yeah. Don't do that.
But wait, so
OP's dog ate a
the
drone
drone.
of a neighbor.
and now they're trying to take him to
And
court.
now the neighbor's trying to take him to
Claims
small
court?
claims court.
I mean, you
For the
got to
drone.
fight it, dude.
Fight it.
Like, because if they're suing you, then you got,
Zoom right back.
honestly, be like, yo,
Why is your drone this close to my dog?
Yeah.
you want to take me to court? Yo, you're next.
You almost killed my dog.
Countersue.
Yo, counter sue.
Why did you attack my dog with your drone?
Mm-hmm.
Who are we going to be more sympathetic for in the jury? The drone dying or the dog?
Not
Stop
a dead
it.
dog. No.
Stop it.
Can't even say it.
Every jury member voting dog. So
Yeah.
yeah, pull up. I'm
Pull up,
like,
bro.
yeah, Bet. Take me to court. All
Let's
right.
see what happens. Let's
do it.
So, user DeadDrone999 says,
Damn. R.I.P. the drone.
clever. Not sure what to do. Earlier today, my neighbor came pounding on my door, screaming bad words and shouting at me. When I finally got him to stop yelling, I found out that he was flying his drone in my backyard again. And this time, my dog finally managed to catch it and destroy it.
Okay.
W dog.
Definitely go to the court.
Protecting his property. What else?
Dude, come on, dude.
It's on your property, dog.
What are you talking
Come on.
about?
He claims that it was a $900 drone and I had to pay him right then and there. I refused and closed the door in his face. A couple hours later, the police show up and to retrieve the drone. It was still in my yard, but my dog completely ignored it once it stopped buzzing. Okay. And asked about the situation. The said neighbor called them stating that I refused him access to my yard to get it. That's not true. He never asked. I'm worried the neighbor will try to press charges against me for description of property or sue me. Will he have any legal standing if he does go to court? He has a history of flying his drone low over my yard to tease my dog. How old is this neighbor?
Bro, what are you doing?
12.
It's great. Bro, sir, you made your bed and then you lay in it.
Yeah.
That's how that works. I taunted a dog with my drone and now I'm so pissed that it attacked it. What did you expect?
You
Play
just
with
lost.
matches, you gotta get burned.
Literally.
You lost the game. Okay.
Thanks.
I have asked him several times to stop, which he always refuses, telling me that I don't own the air above my yard.
I don't own the air above my yard. Dude, tell that to the frickin' like the Air Force or whatever. Like who regulates the skies, Riley?
Yeah.
Those
Them.
people. Them. Tell that to them. The air feds.
I have called the police to complain once before. He was doing flybys over my dog and getting very close to hitting him. The police didn't say he couldn't fly it in my yard, but did ask him to stop doing so in order to avoid conflict. That only seemed to egg him on.
So basically they're like, yeah, technically you're allowed to, but please stop.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was like, ooh, that
He's
got
like,
me going.
Boom, green light, go, baby.
That needs more.
Yeah, that means floor the gas.
Oh my gosh. Okay, there's an update, but do you think you could take him to court for this?
I don't think OP should sue first,
Yeah.
but
The neighbor's suing.
oh, the neighbor's suing at this point.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. I'm pulling up to court and I'm being like, you taunted me with your dog. I have the police call that stated that he's flying it over. And I have the record of the police saying, while you're technically not breaking the law, please stop.
Yeah.
And then you did it again. What are you going to do?
Yeah, you're gonna lose, buddy.
I don't care about the wasting my time or the money. The satisfaction I will get about seeing your face, priceless. Priceless.
What do you think, Sophia? Can he go to court for this?
Oh, yeah. I think, like you said, OP has enough information that proves that this is all on the neighbor.
Do you think he could get like emotional money out of it with the countersue?
Yeah, it could be like, you threatened my dog.
Let's ask GPT real quick. We'll paste the story and be like, could the author like sue for money?
ChatGPT says, yes, it's possible for the OP to countersue and potentially win money in California, depending on the circumstances of the case and the evidence presented, and then lists the same. Also, additional intentional infliction of emotional distress if the neighbor's actions were extreme and outrageous and caused the OP severe emotional distress, and also attorney's fee and costs. They could sue for that.
Ask it, how much could he settle for, OP?
Determining how much the OP could settle for in their countersuit would depend on various factors, including extent of damages, strength of evidence, legal arguments, insurance coverage, and negotiation skills.
Ask it, give me an estimate.
Yeah, I want that number.
Without knowing the specific details of the damages suffered by the OP and the strength of their case, it's difficult to provide an accurate estimate.
Just say rough. Just give me a rough one, please. Say please.
Please, I beg you. I'm begging you on my knee to give me a number, a dollar amount.
Based on the information provided and assuming the damages suffered by the OP are significant but not excessive, a rough estimate for a potential settlement amount could be in the range of $5,000 to $15,000.
Whoa!
However, this is a very general estimate, and the actual settlement amount could be higher or lower depending on various factors.
Wow. Let's go.
You could get like 10 racks off of that.
That would be amazing.
Holy cow.
That's also kind of scary. Like, I mean, I would never do something as dumb and just the assholery of what this is. But I'm like, damn, the fact that you could get 10K of that maybe is like
Dude,
kind of
that's
wild.
insane.
That's a little insane. Bro, 5 to 15 G's could be.
That's a happy day.
could be on the line, bro.
Dude, you got your neighbor to stop pestering you. Your dog's like fucking champ. And you get 5 to 15K?
I'm in heaven.
Dude, dream scenario.
Please let this happen.
That's
Let's see
the
in
dream
this
scenario.
update.
All right, update. Small update to my neighbor flying his drone in my backyard and attacking my dog. I was served by a summons by a sheriff deputy. Neighbor decided to take me to small claims court over his drone. My mother-in-law is a paralegal secretary, so I was able to get a free consultation with a lawyer where she works to ask some questions about what to bring and how to prepare. He seemed genuinely amused that my neighbor was even trying to sue. He also suggested I countersue and how it could possibly add in more damages.
Yes.
Oh, I'm so happy.
Dude, this is so clutch. Okay. He also told me that my neighbor and I technically live within 5 miles of an airport.
Now we're cooking because of the
Ooh,
drone
yeah,
laws.
yeah.
Like the air drone laws. Maybe it's,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
we are cooking
Oh
now.
boy.
Cooking with gas.
And even though it doesn't have a tower technically that falls under FAA regulations.
That's who it was, the FAA.
Yeah.
The air feds.
I called the hotline from Google and spoke to them about my neighbor's hobby of flying out of the line of sight, because I guess there's a law. Flying several hundreds of thousands of feet in the air, flying near an airport, and made an inquiry into if he was registered to fly drones, and saying he owned 2 very large drones. He already bought a new one. It's almost 5 feet across. So he has 2
What?
drones and not registered.
I'm sorry, 5 feet?
Can you look up like a Maverick Pro drone?
Wait. Yeah, look that up, Sophia.
What the
But-
fuck is he using this for?
So now we are talking about a 5-foot drone attacking a dog? Bro,
Dude.
that's like a helicopter attacking your dog.
You got a small one? It's like Wile E. Coyote. And he's
Okay.
like, I'm going to get bigger.
Professional drone is 4 feet and up for a large drone.
He's going to attack him with a bigger drone.
Bro. Could you Google a 5-foot drone? Wait, yeah. Look at the one with the people. I mean, so for reference, those wings could be 5 feet. Am I wrong?
Yeah,
wait, does it
that's-
say on the
A
post?
5 foot. Sophia, how tall are you?
I am 5'7".
Okay, just that minus 7 inches. That's way taller than Sophia.
What?
That drone, if you lay down, that thing's way bigger.
It's 5 feet.
That drone's not 5 foot. The wingspan of that drone is not 5 feet.
Dude, look, the guy's kneeling next to it. It's close, maybe 4 feet, right? It could be 4 feet,
No,
right?
that thing, if he's laying down, that thing's way taller than that person, the wingspan of that drone.
So it's more than 5 feet, you're
It's
saying?
way more than 5 feet.
Oh, not that much more. It looked kind of tiny. I don't know, bro. I could be lost, but wow. Okay.
I don't know the weight of this, but it's definitely at least a few pounds. They took my information and have called me back once, so I know they're investigating, but don't know anything else. Not sure if they will tell me anything anyways. Okay, so he called Google people and he's getting this figured out.
Right.
I brought both police reports to court, as well as several photos of my backyard, photos of our shared 8-foot high privacy fence, medical bills for my dog, and a few short videos of him flying bys over past the dog.
Dude, it's
He
game over. It's
has
checkmate over here.
Receipts. Okay. His main argument to the judge is that I maliciously installed a table to allow my dog to jump high enough to catch his drone, which I somehow trained him to do.
Really?
Bro just has a table in his backyard.
My guy is grasping at straws right now.
He's like, go get it. In his free time, he's like,
Oh, he has a table in his backyard, the tyranny. Meanwhile, you have a 5-foot drone that you are, after police are asking you not to, continuing to fly over.
it's like he just set up a table and told the dog,
Yeah.
trained the dog
He's
to
like,
jump up and get it.
the table.
It's his backyard. The dog is just jumping on a table. Because you're just don't fly over the backyard.
OP just needs to come off as like a sensible person and be like, Judge, this is crazy.
No, they just go, Judge.
Come on.
Judge.
Come on. I have a table in my backyard.
Yeah.
Sue me. Oh, you are.
Yeah. Assuming.
Which, yes, I recently bought a new picnic table, but only so I have somewhere to sit and eat outside.
What? Not a normal thing to do, of course.
How could you install a picnic table in your backyard for you to sit and have a good time at?
Dude.
Insane.
How dare you?
Of course, you use it for malicious intent. I argued that his flying was causing my dog anxiety and that it provoked it, yes. And thanks to y'all's advice, my dog could have potentially died from ingesting part of the drone, or if the drone hit him, which is true.
1,000%.
That's a big ass drone. In the end, he now has to pay me under $2,000 for various vet bills, x-rays, dental exams, sedations, other medical things.
Okay.
And he's also banned from flying over my property, and I installed trail cams front and backyards just in case. He seems pretty upset with me, so I wanted to be careful. The only thing that could make this better is if the FAA finds a reason to fine him or take away his drones.
Let's go.
OP's comment. Oh, dude, they have pictures. We got pictures of the dog.
Oh,
Oh,
he's so cute. Oh.
What's his name? Nico?
I don't
Nico?
know what the dog's name is.
Sorry,
Seeing on the
Nero,
tag?
I think.
Yeah,
What is it again?
I think it's Rico.
it might be Rico. He's such a good boy.
Dude, that dog is adorable. Bro, he's just a sweet little babe.
Look at him.
Yeah, let him be. Don't stop terrorizing this dog. Got some relevant comments. Says, I'm more concerned about your dog. It's possible he swallowed something that could hurt him. Watch him carefully, but honestly, be sure I'd take him to the vet. Sounds like they already did. If he swallowed something sharp or too big, it could be deadly. If your dog was actually injured because of this moron, you can sue him for the vet bills, which you already did. Your neighbor is an idiot. He's blowing smoke. Ignore him unless he actually does sue you. Thank you. It did occur to me that he might have gotten a piece of it. We'll head to the vet when they open up in an hour. So I think that was for earlier
Right.
in the story. But wow, what a story.
Bless.
Hopefully the FFA gives the neighbor a call and takes his drones away.
I wanted him to get $15,000.
Yeah, he got like 2K. He got his money back.
I wanted him to get $100,000. This sweet babe, this baby.
I'd been okay with 5K and a good story.
I mean, I'm glad that he did. Like, I mean, that's a pretty good W. Like,
And you get to keep the neighbor's drone. New drone.
and he gets to keep the neighbor's new drone.
That's what I've been happy with.
Yeah.
5K, new
Oh.
drone.
Okay, and a
And a
new
good
drone
story.
and a story.
Yeah. So wait. As of now, he's not barred from using drones. Like,
No, it doesn't
period.
seem like
Right.
He just can't be flying over.
He just can't be flying over OPs. Bro, watch him still do it.
Of
Yeah.
course. He got a bigger drone. What else
Like-
do
That's
you think
also
he's going
kind
to do?
of a privacy issue, no?
Definitely.
I guess unless you don't have a camera on it, but what
but
else is
like
a
it
drone
could.
for?
You
Wow.
know, like
It's a new age.
it's a new age, the
What is
dawn of a new
privacy?
era.
Never had it. Not, especially not in this house.
That is true.
None of us have privacy.
Our life is content.
It
ladies
is.
and
It is. It's
gentlemen.
very dangerous whenever you put one of us in front of the mic. But when you set boundaries,
Yeah.
it's okay.
Whoa. Hey, hold
I learned
on.
what that word was today.
There it is.
Boundaries.
Boundaries. That's the word of the day.
Oh, yeah.
Man, this was awesome. I like being
Yeah.
here.
Dude, Riley, you crushed it, dude.
You crushed
Thanks
it.
Thank
for
you
having
for
You killed it.
thank you for joining us
Yeah,
today.
thanks for having me, man.
And you know, if you love us, make sure to subscribe.
And we love you.
And
See you tomorrow. Woo!